Welcome to high school baseball from Sal Magley Stadium in Niagara Falls, New York. I'm Stu Boyer along with Tom Prince, Russ Battaglia on camera. And this afternoon we have a Monsignor Martin matchup, the Canisius Crusaders and the Marauders from St. Joe's. Canisius is the home team here at Sal Magley Field. Yes, this is where the Niagara Power play, and this is named after Sal Magley, Sal the Barber, one of the all-time greats. Tom Prince, as always, joins me here, and we've got a great baseball matchup. Boy, this is a storied rivalry in every sport, including baseball.
No doubt, and it is going to be why we're kicking off the baseball season for Western New York Athletics right here, because Canisius St. Joe's is one of the top matchups you're going to see in Western New York, and we're going to bring in two right now powerhouses, especially when we're going to be talking about St. Joe's. As St. Joe's already this season, and very quick, as you know, the Section 6 has just started their games, but St. Joe's is 12 games into their schedule already. They are 7-0 in the Monsignor Martin division. They're 10-2 overall. Their two losses are to the same team, McQuaid out of Rochester. That's all they have right there. So you know that this is a team that is for real, and they've got deep pitching, they've got hitting, they got probably one of the top players right now in Western New York, because we're going to go over some of his stats during the game. Unbelievable what he's hitting already early this season. And then you can never count Canisius out, because, boy, this team is another one that you know game after game they're going to bring it. Early on, they're 3-1 inside the league. They're 4-4 overall. But now, remember when I said 3-1, 4-4 overall? Their three losses are to the same team, McQuaid out of Rochester. So you're kind of seeing a theme there, right? But,
Yes.
Their one loss is to St. Joe's, 2-1.
All right. So we're about ready to get underway. Dan Leslie, the umpire behind home plate. Jim Merritt on the bases. Tommy Lynch on the mound. Gets set to face leadoff batter Chris Casarza. The windup and the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-0. Now, there's a lot of room in foul territory down both lines. The fence, usually there are measurements on the fence where how far it is down the left field line, right field line, and center field in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. So there's no advertising and there's no numbers on the fence here at Sal Magley Stadium. And if the scoreboard is working, I really can't tell because it's right in the sun, which is not a complaint, just a fact. Breaking ball down low, and it's a 2-1 count.
Wow, that was a good hook. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
That one looked really good right there.
Yes. Did look good, and Casarza did a great job to lay off of it. And there's a ball, so it's 3-1, so Lynch gets behind the first batter. 3-1.
I've got a chance to see Tommy Lynch grow up. He's been a West Seneca Warrior for years. I got a chance to actually see him live. Boy, every time I'd have trouble, our team would struggle against him on the mound, I'll tell you that.
Ball 4 down low, and Casarza starts the game off with a walk. Setting the Canisius defense for you. Drew Podolus in left, Christian Cabrera in center, Victor Mazzara in right, Vince Morrow at third, Jacob Leduca at short, Blaze Colbert at second, Gavin D'Amico at first, Tommy Lynch on the mound, and Justin Hodel doing the catching. Batter now is Tristan Wygand, a left-hander. Throw over to first, back in plenty of time, is Casarza. Left-handed batter facing the right-handed pitcher. Casarza gets a good lead from first. Lynch checks on a runner. Throws over to first, back safely with a dive.
Casarza, the junior, hitting .484 overall on the season already into what we talked about 12 games into the season. And in conference, Monsignor Conference, hitting .579.
Wygand fouls it back out of play, off to our left here at Sal Magley Stadium. Got some fans in the stands here. Bright sunshine, beautiful spring day, pushing 80 degrees. Nice cross breeze. You just honestly couldn't ask for a better day. 0-1 on Wygand. Runner leads from first, throw over to first, and once again, he's back safely. Top half of the first, just underway. Runner on first for St. Joe's and nobody out. Canisius and St. Joe's, the great rivalry in every sport you can name. Probably a few you can't name. The pitch. Hey, that's a ball.
He's saying it was outside is what he was saying on that one.
Outside, so 2-0. Sarza gets a good lead off of first base. Throw over to first.
Ooh,
he got him. He's out at first. Picked off. And it'll go as a caught stealing. And there's one out and nobody on. One 3 on the pickoff. So got a little too much of a lead there. And now Wigan awaits the pitch. Foul back out of play. 2-2. Tristan Wigan at second base, or the second baseman for St. Joe's, left-handed hitter. Inning started with a walk to Casarza, and then Lynch just promptly picked him off. Lynch taking his time, and now Wigan puts his hand up and says timeout.
Wigan on the season, his overall stats are .367 he's hitting overall, and he's hitting .412 in the Monsignor Martin Conference right now.
The windup in the pitch. Bouncing ball up the middle. Grabbed by the shortstop on a high hop. The throw to first in time. Beautiful play by Jacob Leduca. And there are 2 away.
Really did time that one out right as he goes up and gets it right at the high point right there, too. Comes right down, makes a great play.
So 2 outs and nobody on for Anthony Greco, the DH and starting pitcher for St. Joe's.
And this is the kid we're going to highlight right here, the sophomore, hitting .733 inside the Monsignor Martin Conference and .607 overall.
Chopper right back to the mound. High throw to first, but in time, Lynch grabbed it, lobbed it over to first. 1 pitch, and that's 3 outs. So no runs, no hits, a walk, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 1/2 inning of play, it is St. Joe's nothing and Canisius coming to bat. All right, so now we'll do this.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
We move now to the bottom half of the first inning. Right-hander Anthony Greco on the mound for St. Joe's. The first 3 batters he will face for Canisius are Victor Mazzara, Jacob Leduca, and Vince Morrow. Tall right-hander Greco, as Tom told you, he's been lighting it up in the Monsignor Martin League. He did bounce back to the pitcher his first time up this afternoon. No score, bottom half of the first inning. Greco taking his warm-up tosses. Set the St. Joe's defense for you. Sean Deacon in left, Chris Casarza in center, Jeremy Connor in right, Brendan Buccello at third, Joey Haynes at short, Tristan Wigan at second, Griffin Snyder at first, Tom Zarecki doing the catching, and on the mound, right-hander Anthony Greco. And there's the throw to second base, which skips into center field. And we're about set to have the Canisius leadoff batter, Victor Mazzara, the right fielder step into the box. Right-handed hitter will face the right-handed pitcher. I mean, you cannot find any shade in the ballpark this afternoon. Just isn't any. Bright sunshine everywhere. Very few scattered clouds as Mazzara steps in. Greco checks in with Zarecki for the sign, winds it up, and fires. Bouncing ball toward the second baseman. Wigan picks it up, throws to first in time for the out. One pitch, one out for Greco here in the bottom half of the first inning. Batter now is Jacob Leduca. And we see a number of young men here whose dads are either in the baseball world somehow, their dads are head coaches, or on the coaching staffs of these two programs. Jacob Leduca, the shortstop, now standing in against Greco.
Made that great play already. Leduca hitting .444 so far in the season.
It's a ball, 1-0.
I think he called that one a strike still.
Okay.
Was a little bit late there, but he did call it a strike.
Okay, well, I want him to exaggerate so I can see it. All right, now there's a ball.
Yeah.
It's 1-1. I didn't see any signal.
He did the one with just as the hand like this is what he does.
All right, well, stick the finger out so we can see it. Tell my man Wally to get after him. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two, 1-2.
Greco does a nice job of sitting on that outside corner in that one as he reaches for that one. Look for something outside, down low in the dirt. Make him go after and chase after you saw him go after that one.
There's a ball, 2-2.
Did exactly what I thought. See that sitting on the outside, Stu, is where he is, especially when you saw him reach on that other one.
Greco working deliberately, winds it up and fires. In there for a called strike three. And he's out of there. 2 up and 2 down. On the inside corner, Leduca was backing away. And it was a called strike on the corner. Batter now is Vince Morrow, and Vince is the son of the Canisius athletic director, Jim Morrow, an outstanding baseball player in his own right. Right-handed hitter. Takes a pitch that I think it called it a ball.
He called it a ball, yeah.
I did not see a signal, so I'm calling it a ball, 1-0. Big right-handed batter here. Up high for a ball, 2-0. They play Morrow straight away, infield and outfield. No shifts here. At least not yet. Here's the windup and the pitch. Line drive into left field. That's a base hit, the first hit of the game for either team. Morrow heads down to first base with a single. Runner on first with 2 down. Blaze Colbert, the second baseman, will be the batter. First left-hander who will face Greco today.
Blaze Colbert, the power hitter for Canisius, hitting .381 so far in the season. He's already got 3 home runs on the season, too.
Well, it's windy in here. I can't tell. There's no flag to see which way the wind is blowing down on the field. But if it's blowing out and you get a hold of one, I'm going to take a wild guess. It's about 325 or 30 down the foul lines. The pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Bottom of the first, 2 down, runner on at first, scoreless. St. Joe's and Canisius. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast today. Pitch is outside, count evens at 1-1. Morrow gets a short lead off first, pitch to the plate. In there for a strike. 0-2.
Look at the geese.
I was just going to say, holy mackerel. They had a lot of those at Salem Fields a few years ago. Seagulls. Swung on, foul tipped, and the catcher hangs on to it, Zarecki, and that's a strikeout, and that will end the inning. So for Canisius, no runs, a hit, no errors, and one man left on base at the end of one complete. It's St. Joe's nothing and Canisius nothing. You're watching high school baseball on Western New York Athletics.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
We get set for the top half of the second inning. Tom Zarecki, Brendan Buccello, and Jeremy Connor, the first three batters, scheduled to face Tommy Lynch, the Canisius right-hander. Top half of the second, scoreless, Stu Boyer and Tom Prince, along with Russ Battaglia from Sal Magley Stadium in Niagara Falls, New York. Still a beautiful ballpark. Right-handed hitter versus the right-handed pitcher. The windup and the pitch. In tight for a ball, 1-0.
Zarecki right now overall is hitting .379 overall, and inside the conference is hitting .375 in the Monsignor Martin Conference.
Inside for a ball, 2-0.
Lynch has got really nice breaks so far on that curveball. You see the way that thing's breaking right now? But you wonder if this is a cross wind, if it's going hanging up in that wind at all, trying to break cross.
There's a strike, 2-1. You can hear the wind in our headsets. I mean, it feels good. Don't get us wrong.
It's just hard to tell what kind of an effect it's having.
In there for a strike, and the count evens at 2-2. Zarecki leading off the second inning for the Marauders. Here's the windup and the pitch. And it hit him. So he'll head down to first base. The second straight inning that St. Joe's has put the lead man on. The hit by pitch. That'll bring up the third baseman, Brian Buccello. The Crusaders looking for a double play. Zarecki gets his lead from first. Lynch works out of the stretch. The pitch. Tries to check his swing.
Buccello right now overall hitting .433 overall, and in conference play hitting .333 in conference play.
The pitch. Ripped. Foul down the third baseline. Buccello got out in front of that one, got the head of the bat on it, and smacked it down the third baseline. Count evens at 1-1. Hit a really good sound coming off the bat. Count evens at 1. Top of the second, no score. Zarecki on at first base. He was hit by a pitch to start the inning. Top of the second. Lynch works out of the stretch. Buccello awaits the pitch. Throw over to first, and he's back in plenty of time with the dive.
Got to respect that move now if you see your leadoff batter there get picked off.
Lynch, the stretch. Ripped into left field for a base hit. So St. Joe's has runners at first and second with nobody out. Bucello singles to left. And that'll bring up Jeremy Connor, the right fielder. 2 on, nobody out. So the Marauders, perhaps with something brewing.
Got the hitter, one of the hitters they want up, as Connor right now hitting .550 overall and .556 in league play.
Now, from these averages, I'm wondering what their team average is. The right fielder, Connor, first and second, nobody out, top of the second. Tommy Lynch works out of the stretch, the pitch.
Stu, let's give you that.
For a ball.
You want those?
Well, if you got a team
so
batting
the
average.
team batting average so far overall is .387, and in league is .420.
Okay. You got all kinds of numbers at your fingertips today. Connor awaits the pitch. That's a strike, and the count evens at 1-1. Zarecki on at second, Bucello on at first. Zarecki was hit by a pitch to start the inning. Bucello singled, and now Connor trying to get the Marauders their first lead of the game. Breaking ball down low and outside, and it's 2-1. Joey Haynes swinging a bat in the on-deck circle. Runners lead from first and second. The stretch. The pitch. Bouncing ball. Grabbed by the pitcher. It's off Lynch's glove. And everybody's going to be safe. The bases loaded are with nobody out. Very tough play. Might be scored an infield hit. But in a very tough play. Lynch broke off the mound. Tried to make a play on it. Couldn't make a play. And he's in a big-time jam now. Bases loaded. Nobody out. We'll get the first visit to the mound of the game.
Justin Sanacito, the coach for Canisius, is going to go out and talk to his guy right now there. Probably just talk to him about, coming off the mound as far. You got to be careful there. Very tough hop, though. That was a tough one to read. It really took off when he come off the mound right there. But looks differently as you're on top of that mound versus when you come off of it, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and I don't know if he would have been better off letting the second baseman play that. It may, I would call that an infield hit. That was just a hit him where there's no one who can really
it's close.
make a play on
it's that one play is
no man's land.
Really, the only play they're probably going to have is that first base for that one.
Yes, and that would have been very close and a very difficult play.
But I'll tell you, this next kid coming up, I can't say enough great adjectives about this kid. He is the son of coach over at Ken West, John Haynes. But I'll tell you, you get to know this kid, Joey. What a great kid. Great kid, great personality. It's a kid you want on your team. He's a leader. He does everything right.
So Lynch works out of the windup. Bases loaded. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 0-1. Zarecki at third. Bucello at second. Connor on at first for Joey Haynes. Nobody out. Top of the second and scoreless. But St. Joe was trying to break out on top here. And they've got Lynch in a big-time jam. Here's the pitch to Haynes. Line foul down the right field line.
Haynes on this season right now hitting .500 overall, .545 in the Monsignor Martin League.
Seems like this team never made any outs. I mean, these numbers are astronomical. Haynes awaits the pitch. Here's the windup. Runners get set to go. Off the outside corner. 2-1. Griffin Snyder, the on-deck batter. Waiting to see what Haynes can do as the Marauders try to take the first lead of the ball game. Top of the second, still scoreless. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Just off the outside corner.
Early on, I like this though, Stu. I mean, you're trying to get that outside corner. You're trying to get Joey to roll over. Is what he's trying to do to get a ground ball and get a double play.
Wind up and the pitch. High fly ball into center field. Cabrera under it, makes the catch. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's cut off. The throw after being cut off is to the plate, but it's high and wild. 1 run scores, and everybody else moves up to second and third. So Zarecki scores. The ball was cut off. Bucello to third. Connor to second. And Haynes gets a sacrifice fly and an RBI. Cabrera threw it. I think that was that Lynch who cut it off?
No.
It had to be the shortstop.
No, it was first baseman.
First base. All right, so it was D'Amico cut it off. His throw to the plate was high. Now, had that throw not been cut off, not sure there would have been a play. But
yeah, no, they had to be cut off to get any chance at that play. It was a little off, too, because your catcher would have had to come out of home plate to try to get that one.
Griffin Snyder, the batter. 1-0 St. Joe, swings and misses at a breaking ball. 0-1 on Snyder. 1-0 St. Joe's on the sacrifice fly by Joey Haynes. Hayes. Wind up. And the pitch to Snyder. In there for a strike.
That hook looks really nice. And you can see the winds died down a little bit. When that wind dies down, he's got a really big break on that curveball.
Lynch fires. Chopped foul at home plate. Lynch trying to get out of this inning without any further damage as he faces Griffin Snyder. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He struck him out. A big strikeout there for Lynch. 2 away. Runners still at second and third. And Sean Deacon, the left fielder, will try to add to the Marauders' 1-0 lead. Left-handed hitter. 2 down, 2 on, and 1 run in. Bucello at third. Connor on at second. Deacon, left-handed batter. Pitch is up high for a ball, 1-0. Well, if Lynch can get out of this without any further damage, that's a pretty good Houdini act.
Stu, you and I were thinking the same thing. Bases loaded, no outs, and you're going to get out with a sacrifice fly. You really did your job.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Lynch is now 1 strike away from getting out of the inning.
Stu, look in the outfield straight ahead of you. There's a flag on the pole out there.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, there
so
it is.
So you can see exactly where it's blowing right now. It's kind of blowing at our backs out towards the pitcher.
High fly ball into left center field. And Cabrera is there to make the catch and end the inning. So Tommy Lynch with a great job of getting out of a big jam. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base at the end of an inning and a half. It's St. Joe's 1 and Canisius nothing. You're watching high school baseball on Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
Pitcher Tommy Lynch scheduled to lead off for Canisius here in the home half of the second inning. St. Joe's taking a 1-0 lead in the top half of the inning. Lynch did a great job getting out of a bases-loaded, no-one-out jam, escaping with just a sacrifice fly. He'll face his opposite number, Anthony Greco, here to start the home half of the second inning.
Lynch hitting .417 on the season so far, so he's doing it with the bat as well as on the mound for Canisius.
The bats him right-handed just like he throws them. Here's the pitch. Bouncing ball slowly hit toward the second baseman. That's going to be a tough play, and gloved and thrown over the first baseman's head. Tristan Wigan realized that he was not going to be able to pick it up and throw him out, so he scooped it up with his glove and tossed it over the head of Griffin Snyder, and Lynch leads off with an infield single.
And guess what? It's the only play he possibly had to be able to make that. Does a good job to actually using his glove to try to make that play.
The ball started off like it was going to move more than it did. It kind of got caught in the grass a little bit, and it changed the spin of the ball. Justin Hodel, the catcher, is the better throw over to first. Back just in time that time. Greco with the pickoff move there. Already had one base runner picked off. Lynch picked off the leadoff batter of the ball game, Casarza. Greco checks the runner at first, throws over, and the ball gets past the first baseman, and he's going to head all the way to third base. So Greco, his pickoff move gets past the first baseman Snyder, and Lynch scoots all the way around to third base, and Canisius has a runner on third with nobody out. So we'll see. I don't know if they're going to give the error to the pitcher or the first baseman on that one. I don't think we have an official score here, so I'll make you the official scorer. Runner on third, nobody out. Hodel. Now Canisius can tie it. There's a beautiful pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Like I said before, there's a lot of room in foul territory down both the first and third baselines. Bouncing ball up the middle, into center field, a base hit. The game is tied. Hodel comes through and drives in Lynch with the Crusaders' first run of the ball game, and the game is tied at 1.
The former Western New York prospect comes up big right there. And I'll tell you, for those of you who don't know, another dad that you talked about right here, as his dad is the JV coach over at West Seneca West. But I'll tell you, this kid can hit. He's a leader on the field. It's a kid you want behind the plate leading your team.
Christian Cabrera, the center fielder, is the batter now. Right-handed hitter. The pitch. Inside, ball 1-0. Hodel getting a lead off of first base. We've had a lot of action over at the first base bag. One player picked off, one on an attempted pickoff, a two-base error on the play. And now Cabrera awaits the pitch from Greco. Foul back into the stands. Look out. Fans in the stands had to duck out of the way of that one, and the ball hit the metal bleachers. First time up in the ball game for Cabrera. Runner on at first. Nobody out. Canisius has tied the game at 1 here in the bottom of the second. And the pitch bounces in the dirt away from the catcher, and going down to second base is Hodel. Zarecki kept it in front of him, but couldn't keep it where he could hang on to it and throw out the runner, or have a chance to throw out the runner. So I'll call that one a wild pitch. I'll play an official score. He could go either way. I mean, he did keep it in front of him, and I think that ball was in the dirt. So if you want to call it a pass ball, go ahead.
And Hodel gets a great jump on there. He reads it really well, gets a good jump. It gets over to second base.
High chopper toward the second base. Oh, takes a high hop. Second baseman stays with it. Wigan stays with it, throws him out at first. There's one out, and the runner moves over to third.
What a play right there. He had some ups he showed right there to make that play.
Great play there. I mean, the ball was not taking big hops, and all of a sudden, just as it got to him, it took a gigantic hop. So there's one out and a runner on third, and Gavin D'Amico, the first baseman, steps in. Big right-handed batter.
Good hitter. It's his strength is hitting. Boy, this kid can hit all over the field. I'm telling you, I've seen this kid grow up hitting. He can hit.
Foul down the right field line and out of play. Way down the right field line. If your car was parked there, you want to look out.
Gavin's also a kid that'll go behind the plate and play catcher. You'll see him playing catcher, when they're going to rest Hodel, or you'll see him in the future seasons be able to catch.
The pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2. Got the outside corner letter high. Gavin is a big target. He's a tall young man. 0-2. Hodel at third. 1 out, 1 run in. The pitch. High and outside. D'Amico checked his swing, and it's 1-2.
Watch Gavin grow up. I got a chance to coach him actually on an all-star team for Orchard Park as he comes out of the Orchard Park area.
Just outside. 2-2. Good eye there by D'Amico.
Gavin was on a team back when he was 10 years old that we took to the state championships for Orchard Park for Little League. We competed in the state championships over in Rochester.
And the 2-2 pitch to D'Amico. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He struck him out. Got him with the high heat there. And there are 2 away, and that'll leave it up to Drew Podless to try to get Hodel in from third base with the lead run. So Greco comes back and gets the big strikeout. So 2 outs and a runner on third with a run in.
Another dad, as you see Drew's dad standing over there at first base, coaching first base for Canisius.
Greco still working out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Foul coming right back our way, and the screen stops it. Otherwise, Tom would have had that one.
As I'm working the computer, the board, I would have reached out and got it.
I have all the confidence in the world you would have caught it. 0-1 on Podless. Greco out of the stretch. The pitch. He squares the bunt. It's up high for a ball, and it's 1-1. Game tied at 1, bottom of the second. Canisius has a runner on third and 2 down. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1-2 on Drew Podless.
Podless is hitting .318 so far on this season.
Greco looks into Zarecki for the sign, the stretch, the pitch. Bouncing ball, that's going to get into center field for a base hit, and Canisius takes a 2-1 lead on the RBI single by Drew Podless. Hodel scores, and the Crusaders take a 2-1 lead. And the inning continues.
That's a big hit right there by your 9 batter.
That'll take us back to the top of the order, Victor Mazzara, as Canisius takes a 2-1 lead. Mazzara grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. So Podless gets a good lead from first. And there he goes. Throw down to second. Not in time.
Ooh.
He's safe. And a stolen base for Podless.
Showing his wheels, but why that was so close. Did you see him slide past the bag on that one? And the tag almost came in after he had come off the bag. But he does a good job of getting back there before the tag happens.
So runner on second with 2 down. 2-1 Canisius. Bottom of the second. Podless gets his lead. Ooh, that looked like it almost grazed his jersey. Inside for a ball.
Didn't break as much as I think that he wanted it to break on that one.
Well, I would say that both starting pitchers have run up a pitch count here in the second inning. Here's the pitch. Foul down the right field line.
Yeah, I agree with you, Stu. This could be the battle of the bullpens. When you see you have that 1 inning, which gets those pitch counts up there, it means you're going to see the bullpens have a play in this game, and could be, especially because we're already seeing this is going to be a close game. We're 2-1 again. They played 2-1 the first game, so you know this is going to be a close one.
Greco stretches, pitches. Ball almost gets away, but Zarecki is able to keep it in front of him. That's a ball.
I'll tell you what, I love what Mazzar's doing right now in the batter's box. He's not moving out, right? You see guys try to jump out, get away, especially those curveballs. He's staying right in there. If it hits him, right? But he's staying right in there and not jumping out of the way.
Ooh, Podless with a huge lead off a second. He's doing some dancing. Here's the pitch. High pop-up foul and out of play. Back over our heads. If there's anybody up there, they'll get a souvenir. There are fans in the stands sitting and enjoying a ball game in the bright sunshine. Canisius up 2-1, bottom of the second. Drew Podless, the base runner, on at second base. Leadoff hitter Victor Mazzara standing in against Anthony Greco. Canisius trying to keep the inning going, and the Marauders would like to stop the bleeding right here. Here's the pitch. Off the handle of the bat, scooped up by the third baseman. Throw to first is just in time. Brendan Buccello to Griffin Snyder to end the inning. So at the end of 2 innings, it's Canisius 2 and St. Joe's 1. And Tom, you have some pretty interesting information about what's happened this week at St. Joe's.
Yeah, so let's recap a little bit about the week of St. Joe's. They've had a really interesting week. We've already talked about their records so far in Western New York, and they're definitely showing, both these teams showing why they're some of the top teams right now in Western New York. But to recap a little bit about St. Joe's, on Monday the Marauders beat Timon 12-1. Chris Casara was 3 for 3, and Brendan Buccello, Griffin Snyder, and Jeremy Connor each had 2 hits. Matt Holsdorfer threw a complete game 3-hitter with 7 strikeouts in that game. And if you knew one of the things I like to do during the season is I highlight a lot of our pitchers that have 7 strikeouts or more, and that would be Matt Holsdorfer, who would actually get recognition in that one right there. Then Tuesday is when these two teams played. The Marauders beat Canisius 2-1. Chris Casara and Joey Haynes each had 2 hits, and Casara and Tristan Weigland each had an RBI. Joey Tobia was great on the mound with 6 innings of 3-hit ball, 10 strikeouts, and Eric Swinicki came in to record the final 3 outs for the save. And then we'll get a little bit into more with them, but as one of the later innings. But right now you can see as they've really started off very strong at 10-2 and 7-0 in conference.
So we get set to start the top half of the 3rd inning. Chris Casarza is the batter. He takes a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. He walked to start the game and was picked off by Tommy Lynch. Here's the strike 1 pitch. Inside, ball 1, 1-1.
Look at the flag. See where it's hanging out over towards the right? So that breaking ball is going against the wind, which is what I was wondering earlier in the game, if you remember.
1-1 pitch. High chopper toward the shortstop. Gloved throw to first in time for the out. Jacob Leduca to Gavin D'Amico. Nice play by Leduca, and there's 1 away.
Stu, there's also something very interesting about this field is you can't cut grass really short here this early in the season. Otherwise, it's going to be burnt late in the season, right? So the grass is thicker in that infield, which is slowing things down in that infield and does make a big difference on some of these ground balls, and we've seen it come into play already.
Yeah, we've seen some strange hops, especially toward the second baseman. Pitch is in there for a strike, a breaking ball. Thought I saw that right arm come up. 0-1 on Tristan Weigand, who bounced out to the shortstop. Leduca, his first time up. Left-handed batter. Lynch winds and fires. Foul off the screen. 0-2. Top half of the 3rd, Canisius 2, St. Joe's 1. Lynch shakes off his catcher, Hodel. Now he's got a pitch he wants to throw. Fires. Line drive down the left field line, but it's a foul ball. And the count remains 1-2.
Lynch, no doubt, comes out with some great, like you can just see, his renewed enthusiasm almost, right? You come out of an inning, bases loaded, no outs. It looked like St. Joe's was going to break things open early right there. He gets a sac fly and then gets out of the inning. And then his team comes out and scores 2 for him in the bottom. You've got to have belief right now in yourself. And he comes out with a big 1 out to start this one out.
And the pitch to Weigand. Slow roller toward the shortstop. Third baseman Morrow picks it up, throws to first. Got him! Nice play by the third baseman Vince Morrow, cutting off the ball on the edge of the infield grass, cutting in front of the shortstop Leduca, and throwing out Wigan. Outstanding. I'll put a star
Coach
by that
Nesk
one.
is going to ask for help on this one. He thinks that the first baseman was pushed off of the first base on this one. So what he's going to do is he's going to come over to the umpire and ask the umpire for help over here to the home plate umpire to see if his foot came off the bag. See what he's doing?
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Now, whether it happens or not, but he's asking the umpire to please go ask for help on that one to see if the foot got pulled.
Well, let's see. A great play by Morrow. And a good stretch by D'Amico at first base, too. And the call stands, he's out.
Yep. But that's what that was all about. He was trying to get the first base umpire to ask for help because of where his angle was to see if the home plate umpire saw anything any different.
Always worth a try. Anthony Greco is the batter now. He bounced out the pitcher to the first baseman his first time up. So we have an appeal play. The appeal is denied. 2 up and 2 down for Tommy Lynch. Wind up in the pitch. In there for a strike. 0-1.
Greco going to try to help himself out right now, right? As pitchers, as hitters, that's what you always want to do is whatever you can do to help yourself right here.
And the pitch. High and outside, ball 1, count evens at 1. One and 1. Wind up, and the pitch. Chopped, foul at home plate. That looked like another one. It was going to be another one of those slow rollers on the infield grass, but it's a foul ball. And it's 1 and 2.
But that last play by your third baseman over there,
Morrow.
right? He does a great job, but that grass proves exactly what we did. Slowed that ball down where he had to make an incredible play over at third to be able to get him out at first base.
1 and 2 on Greco. Lynch winds it up and fires. Ripped foul down the left field line. Inside outed that one. And stayed alive.
Like, Stu, think about it. If we were playing at St. Joe's in that one and that same ball's hit on that turf, that's going to be a routine ground ball right over at third base.
Most likely. You get the quote-unquote true hop. That was a great play by Morrow.
But even not even it wouldn't have slowed down is what I meant. Speed-wise,
Yes.
he would have been able to have a routine play out of that one.
Foul coming back our way.
And again, I don't want to say anything because this field looks gorgeous right now. It really does. And I'm not trying to say that that's something bad about the field.
No.
It just means that you have to keep a little bit thicker grass at this point of the season. And that's what happens is it's that slower infield that comes into play.
The pitch. Breaking ball stays outside. Count evens at 2 and 2. Yes, you can see that the grass is up high. It's all beautiful and green, but it's up a little high. Back in the day, the LA Dodgers used to do that. Back in the day of Sandy Koufax and Maury Wills and Don Drysdale. Here's the pitch. Bouncing ball toward the shortstop. D'Amico gets it. High throw. Nice play by the first baseman, and he's safe. Gavin D'Amico hauled it down on the high throw from Jacob Leduca. And now we got the other coach coming out.
The same thing's going to happen right here. Is he's going to look to ask him for help this time flip-wise.
Well, let's see. The runner is called safe. I don't think they're going to win this appeal either. But we'll see.
But it's the same exact argument that now Justin Sanacito is going to make the other way.
Well, Jim Merritt on the bases. He made the call. And here he comes to talk to the home plate umpire, Dan Leslie.
Let me tell you something. I love that the umpire is going to do this. All right. Some people will put their foot down and say, no way, I saw it. He's asking for help. He's going to go talk to his man. They're going to talk it out. And there you go. He's saying it's safe. And they're just, I mean, he did his job. He talked to his partner. His partner agreed with him, and that's it.
So we have a runner on first with 2 down. Greco on at first. I'm going to call that an error on the shortstop on the high throw. And Zarecki will be the batter. 2 down. Canisius up 2-1 in the top of the third. Zarecki was hit by a pitch and scored his first time up. Lynch works out of the stretch. The pitch. High pop-up. That could be trouble. Going into shallow right field. The center fielder is there, and he can't get it. And coming around, trying to score, is Greco, and he's in standing up throw goes into second base, and we're tied at 2. So that ball going into no man's land in short right field between the second baseman, the right fielder, and the center field. They all gave chase. Center fielder Cabrera came close but couldn't haul it in, and that allowed Greco to come all the way around and score to tie the game at 2. And Zarecki winds up at second base with 2 outs. And now the Marauders can retake the lead with Brendan Buccello back at the plate.
Center field call for it, which is why you saw your right fielder back off out of that play, because center field will call for it. They're the leader out there. They call for it. It's their ball.
I don't think the wind helped anybody on that one.
No.
That was just a tough chance. That was just a it was almost like he placed it there.
Yeah, I was just going to
perfectly.
say that. It literally was right in a tough spot.
Perfectly placed. Brendan Buccello had a base hit his first time up. Takes the ball outside, 1-0.
I actually thought the right fielder had a better beat on the ball from where it was, but they got really close to each other. When that communication happens, that's what throws off a fielder sometimes, and I think that's exactly what happened, is between the spot and then two fielders that close to each other, close to collision, one backs off, and it becomes real tough.
And the ball, swing and a miss, is constantly drifting because it's being blown by the wind, which is probably, I'll bet you what happened is when Cabrera came in, he didn't think the wind was going to take it as far as it did.
And it picks up at different times. It's blowing from third to first is where this wind's blowing. So it would have been center to right, exactly where that wind was blowing, which is why I said I thought the right field had a better beat on it.
Line foul down the right field line by Buccello. Tied at 2, top of the third. Zarecki on at second with 2 down. Well, this inning started off real easy for Lynch. A couple of ground outs, and then a tough play that allowed the inning to continue and allowed St. Joe's to tie it up at 2. The pitch. Chopper toward the shortstop, gloved, and throws to first in time to end the inning. Leduca got that one fired over D'Amico and the end the inning, but St. Joe's ties it up. The Marauders get 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error. I'm calling it an error. We don't have an official score on a high throw. So at the end of 2.5, it's St. Joe's 2 and Canisius 2, and you're watching high school baseball on Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Bottom half of the third inning, tied at 2, St. Joe's and Canisius. Jacob Leduca, Vince Morrow, and Blaze Colbert, the first 3 batters scheduled to face Anthony Greco here in the bottom half of the third inning.
So Canisius has got some players that will be playing at the next level that we want to talk about too. So Vincent Morrow is going to be off to Niagara. So we've got a Division I player right there. You've got Jacob Leduca, who's off to Washington and Jefferson, Division III player right there. Christian Cabrera is going to go to ECC, and Justin Hodel is off to N-Trip. N-Trip right now had a big win at the regionals, as they right now are off to the World Series.
Well, NCCC's got a great program, and you and I did a game earlier this year between NCCC and ECC, which was a great ball game. And both those programs are, for lack of a better term, storied. They're terrific. I mean, I think baseball in Western New York gets a short stick, no pun intended. There's a lot of talent here, and often unnoticed. I was talking to Justin Sanacito. Sorry, Justin. He was at Jonah Himes' house when Jonah was drafted, way back when. And what a great night that was for Jonah, his dad, Jamie, and the whole family. I was covering it for Channel 2. I believe he was drafted by Baltimore, I think. And now he's with the Texas Rangers. Hit his first Major League home run this season. And here's the pitch. Down low for a ball to Jacob Leduca, who was called out on strikes his first time up.
And Justin, for those of you who know the summer programs that goes on, runs the Academy Stars program here locally, which is right now inside the McKinley Mall.
Bouncing ball toward the second baseman. Wigan gobbles it up, throws to first in time for the out, one away. No unusual hops on that one. And believe me, we have seen some unusual hops on that infield grass. One up, one down, nobody out, nobody on. Bottom half of the third inning, all tied up at 2. Batter now is Vince Morrow, who singled his first time up. A line shot into left field.
But still, you can see the back half of the grass. Did you see how shot that came off the bat and then slowed at the end of the grass? Really, you're seeing the grass coming into play here today.
There's a ball outside.
Which you talked about as far as the Dodgers go. That's a home field advantage then, right? That's exactly what you do. You know what happens at your field.
Yes, it is. You can't do that kind of thing on turf, but if you have a natural grass field, you can play some games there. In there for a strike, 1-1. Those Dodger teams are a little before your time, weren't they?
I was just trying to build off what you said.
Okay. Yeah. They were great teams. Here's the pitch. High drive into right field. Going back to right fielder. It's over his head. Connor can't bring it down. Morrow's headed for second. He's going to dig for third. And he will be in he'll slide with a triple. So Vince Morrow is 2 for 2, a single and a triple. That one over the right fielder Jeremy Connor's head. And with one out, Canisius gets the lead run on at third. Ball just kept on carrying. Connor kept on backing up, and it still went over his head. That'll bring Blaze Colbert to the plate. He was struck out swinging his first time up. The pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1.
And Blaze Colbert right now hitting .381 on the season. We talked about 3 home runs. Your power guy right here looking to get something up in that wind, at least to get that runner home.
The pitch. Down low, 1-1. Bottom of the third, tied at 2. Canisius threatening to retake the lead. Morrow on at third. He tripled with one out here in the home half of the third inning. The pitch. Up high for a ball, 2-1.
You can hear that wind right now. And it's funny, look at the flag. It's almost coming straight through the press box is what it's doing right now. The wind shifts a little bit on us.
The pitch. High and outside. 3-1. Big pitch here. Anthony Greco trying to keep the game tied. Colbert holds the bat, is ready, and fouls one out of play. The count goes full at 3-2.
And Stu, him on right now, if he does walk this batter, that's not a bad thing in my eyes. You do set yourself up for the double play. With one out, you still put yourself in a circumstance to get out of the inning.
And here comes the 3-2 pitch. In there for a strike. Called strike 3. Colbert is out. And for the second time today, Colbert is a strikeout victim. Tommy Lynch, the pitcher, will hit here with 2 outs and a runner on third. Morrow, the runner on at third, he tripled with one away. So Lynch can help his own cause here. Right-handed batter. The pitch from Greco. In there for a strike. 0-1, right at the letters.
I'll tell you, instead of putting him on first base, he did even better, right? He got the out that he wanted right there, and now you got any ground ball, fly ball, anything, you get yourself out of this inning, especially with a triple right there. It could be a big boost for him.
The pitch. Bouncing ball toward the shortstop. Haynes grabs it, throws to first, in time for the out, and Canisius does not score. Nice play by Haynes and a good scoop by Griffin Snyder at first. So Canisius gets no runs, one hit, no errors, and one man left on base. At the end of 3 complete, it is St. Joe's 2 and Canisius 2. You're watching high school baseball on Western New York Athletics.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
Top half of the 4th inning, all tied up at 2. Canisius and St. Joe's, Jeremy Connor, Joey Haynes, and Griffin Snyder, the first 3 batters scheduled to bat for St. Joe's here in the top half of the 4th inning as they face right-hander Tommy Lynch. Both starting pitchers still in the game in this one. Jeremy Connor doubled his first time up. Swing and a miss, strike 1, 0-1.
Good job on the outside corner.
Tommy Lynch winds it up and fires. High fly ball into right field. Shallow right fielder. Right fielder Mazzara is there. Makes the catch. And there is one away. Connor flies out to right. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Joey Haynes. Haynes, his first time up, hit a sacrifice fly and drove in a run. Tied at 2, top of half of the 4th inning. Stu Boyer and Tom Prince bringing you the action. Russ Battaglia, the pictures. Pitches on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1.
You can see that's right now the thought process for Canisius. See the watch Hodel there. Again, he's going to go right to the outside.
That's a little too far outside. The count evens at 1.
But you're pushing it, right? You just
You want
threw
him
one
to
right
chase.
on the corner, right? Can you get him to go ahead and chase out there? Let's see the move right now. See? Back to the outside corner. See that?
And the pitch. High fly ball down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase into foul territory, but Mazzara can't get there. And it's a foul ball. Strike 2, 1-2. Now, a lot of times they say that hitters get themselves out by chasing those pitches.
Or what you're trying to do as a pitcher to get somebody to try to be aggressive and then roll over, because you're not going to go opposite field with it. What you're trying to do is to go to your power side with it. If you don't go opposite field on those are ground balls, those are fly balls, those are outs for the pitcher.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2-2 on Joey Haynes. 1 out, nobody on. Top half of the 4th. St. Joe's 2, Canisius 2 from Sal Magley Stadium in Niagara Falls, New York on a gorgeous spring afternoon. Here's the windup and the pitch to Haynes. High pop-up on the infield. First baseman and second baseman almost get confused, and the first baseman, Gavin D'Amico, makes the catch. Boy, that was troublesome. Got way up high in the sun, and he and the second baseman, Blaze Colbert, little unusual communication there before D'Amico put that one away for the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Griffin Snyder with 2 outs and nobody on. It's amazing the amount of communication you need to have on a baseball diamond.
Oh, talk. We all preach it.
There's a ball up high, 1-0 to Griffin Snyder, who struck out swinging his first time up.
And it's funny, you could hear them talking out there.
Yes.
We heard it from here. That's what them's yelling and talking. But with the wind blowing, look at the way it's blowing right now. Strictly over there, which is why I think the first baseman was going after that one.
And the ball hits him. It's the second hit batter of the day, and Snyder will trot down to first base. So 2 outs and a runner on. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Sean Deacon.
But we talked about this, Stu. When that wind really picks up, you're throwing that curveball against the wind. And we've seen it hang up a couple times for both pitchers right now in the wind. It's just because you're trying to cut across it right now.
And that was a pop-up way up high in the air. So you know the wind was going to have an impact on that one. There's a ball outside to Sean Deacon. He flew out to the center fielder Cabrera his first time up. Snyder gets his lead from first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
And again, where are we talking? Outside corner. That's exactly where they're living today. Watch Hodel. You'll see him set up, make the call, and he's going right to the outside corner right there.
And the pitch. Swung on, fouled back to the screen.
That one you can see Lynch missed his spot a little bit, right? A little too far inside than where Hodel was set up. But now you're setting yourself up, right, with 2 strikes right here. Now you're going to go maybe even a little bit more outside.
Lynch, the pitch. Foul back to the screen. Deacon fights it off and stays alive. Snyder leads from first. He was hit by a pitch with 2 outs here. 2 outs, top of the 4th. Game tied at 2. The pitch up high. I believe that evens the count at 2-2.
It is funny with this wind, though. You'll see it's like bursts. You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden it'll be nothing, and then it'll really pick up on us.
And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He struck him out. And that brings the top half of the 4th inning to a close. No runs, no hits, no errors, a hit batter, and 1 man left on base. At the end of 3 1/2, it is Canisius 2 and St. Joe's 2. You're watching high school baseball on Western New York Athletics.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our
Bottom half of the fourth inning, game tied at 2. St. Joe's and Canisius. Justin Hodel leading off for Canisius. He'll face Anthony Greco, his first time up. Had a base hit and a run batted in. The windup and the pitch by Greco. In there for a strike, 0-1. Good breaking ball that time. Left-handed batter. The pitch. Outside, that one didn't break. Count evens at 1-1.
You can tell when they're trying to throw that breaking stuff against the wind. You can really see it just holds it up, and you don't get that big break that you're really looking for because both these pitchers got very good curveballs.
The windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2. Bottom half of the fourth inning, game tied at 2.
Can you believe this Greco's only a sophomore? Right, all those stats we threw out as sophomore doing his thing out here on the field.
Called strike 3. He struck him out. And one away with nobody on here for Canisius in the bottom half of the fourth inning. That'll bring up Christian Cabrera, who bounced out the second baseman to the first baseman, his first time up.
You know what we're seeing come back more still, and you've seen it in Major League Baseball, and it's starting to come down now to the lower levels, and I think that pitch explains it all. That strike across the letters, right? It was non-existent for years, and I think we're seeing it come back more and more now where they're opening up the zone.
Cabrera takes the ball inside. The ball goes all the way back to the screen, getting past Zarecki, and it's 1-0. The ever-shifting strike zone. As long as you don't get Angel Hernandez, you have a shot at a consistent strike zone.
Now, remember we talked about Battle of the Bullpens could be happening. Canisius right now is starting to get their bullpen ready.
The pitch. Bunted in front of home plate. Grabbed by the catcher. Zarecki throws to first in time. Throws down to Snyder, and Cabrera is out. Nice play there by the catcher. And 2 up and 2 down very quickly for Canisius here in the bottom of the fourth. Gavin D'Amico struck out swinging his first time up.
It was hard to see, but I think that may be Colbert that went down there to warm up. But
the windup and the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Greco winds it up and fires. On the outside corner, strike 2, 0-2.
as you see both teams really working that outside corner. We've seen it a lot, Stu, today, and you'll see, watch. I'm expecting the same thing happen here, maybe even a little bit farther. Watch. Here it goes, see, farther outside. Look, he's even going farther out.
Line drive into right field for a base hit for Gavin D'Amico. Saw the pitch was outside and hit it that way. That's a really good piece of hitting by D'Amico. A 2-out single for D'Amico.
Is exactly what we talked about. It go with the pitch, go opposite field. Many players don't do that. That was textbook right there, what Gavin D'Amico does. Great job as Gavin puts that in for a single.
Drew Podless is the batter now. He had a single, a stolen base, and a run batted in back in the second inning. 2 outs, runner on at first. D'Amico, the first baseman, on at first. Snyder holding him on. Throw over there. He's back safely with a dive. Greco checks with the Zarecki. The pitch. In there for a strike. 0-1. Pretty cool to see the bullpen out beyond left field, beyond the fence. I don't like bullpens in foul territory. Never have. Too many bad things can happen. Here's the pitch. Squares to bunt. Podless bunts it, but it's foul. And it's strike 2.
No, you don't see a lot of bunting with 2 outs.
No.
But I'll tell you this, Podless has got some speed. He really does. And they're trying to use his speed to their advantage right there.
Well,
yeah, especially with this grass, right?
Sure.
This really slow grass, you get something in that grass, and it is going to be tough to throw him out.
Obviously bunting there for a base hit. So Greco looks into Zarecki for the sign. D'Amico leads from first. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He struck him out to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left on. At the end of 4 complete, it's St. Joe's 2 and Canisius 2. And Tom, you got some more interesting updates from St. Joe's.
Yeah, so we didn't finish what the week happened with St. Joe's. As you can see, we only went Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, the Martyrs jumped out to up on McQuaid 6-1. Couple errors, unfortunately, allowed by the Knights to come back for a 8-6 victory as McQuaid won that one. Zarecki, Jeremy O'Connor, Joey Haynes each had 2 hits in that one. Anthony Greco gave up 1 earned on 2 hits in 4 2/3 innings, striking out 10 in 4 2/3. Thursday, the Marauders beat Clarence 11-2. Greco paced the offense with a double, triple, and 4 RBIs. Tom Zarecki also had 2 hits. Griffin Snyder threw a complete game, scattering 7 hits while striking out 5. Friday night doubleheader versus McQuaid, Game 1. St. Joe's won 10-9. Game 2, McQuaid won 11-1. Greco had a 2-hit night with a home run and 4 RBIs. Brandon Basello had a 5-for-5 day over in 2 games. Mike Noonan got the win in Game 1 with 2+ solid innings of relief. And Eric Zwinecki struck out 2 of the 3 batters he faced to pick up the save. And then Sunday, St. Joe's wins a big one, 3-0 versus Cathedral Prep. Jeremy O'Connor delivered a 2-run double, followed by an RBI single from Matt Holdsdorfer to provide an all-run support needed for the starter, Joe Tobia. Tobia went the distance, yielding only 3 hits while striking out 9 to get the win.
We're in the top half of the 5th. Chris Cazarza leads it off for St. Joe's, tied at 2. Tommy Lynch still on the mound. Line drive into left field. That'll drop for a base hit. And Cazarza starts the top half of the 5th inning with a base hit. Runner on first, nobody out for Tristan Wygand, the Marauders' second baseman. St. Joe's scored first in the 2nd. Canisius came back with 2 of their own in the 2nd, and then St. Joe's came back and tied it in the top of the 3rd. And that's where we are in the top of the 5th, all tied up at 2 with a runner on first and nobody out. Cazarza was picked off in the first base after drawing a walk, and there's a throw over there, and that time he's back safely with a dive. He was picked off after drawing a walk to open the ball game. So whoever was in the Canisius bullpen appears to have sat down. I don't see any activity out there now. Here's the pitch to Wygand. Bouncing ball toward the first baseman, gloved by D'Amico. He'll step on the bag, but the runner moves to second. Nice play by the first baseman, Gavin D'Amico. An unassisted put out on the ground ball, and that brings up Anthony Greco.
Nice backhand by D'Amico right there. Does a great job, because if that gets by him, you're now talking 1st and 3rd, nobody out. Big out right there for him.
Is this a pinch hitter? I thought, didn't Greco hit Razios? Maybe he's a switch hitter. Pitch is down low for a ball. Lost my Canisius roster.
So what I was going to say to you, if Colbert was the one warming up in the bullpen, there's a reason why we didn't see him out there. Is because he's playing second base.
Is the pitch, high fly ball into left center field. Diving, can't make the catch because the left fielder, here comes the runner to the plate. The throw will be stopped. It'll be runners in 2nd and 3rd. Greco gets a double, and Cazarza stays on at 3rd.
You can see helps himself right there. Big hit, 2nd and 3rd, 1 out.
So Tom Zarecki is the batter now. Runners at 2nd and 3rd, 1 away. Game tied at 2 in the top half of the 5th inning. The windup by Lynch and the pitch. Zarecki takes a ball, 1-0.
That's that breaking ball right there. You can see nice break, no wind. That's when we see that thing really take off.
Let's see if Lynch can pull another Houdini act. Here's the pitch. Inside, 2-0. Kept waiting to see the right hand go up on that one, but it never happened.
Thought that was a little inside right there. Almost caught him.
Chris Casarza on at third. Anthony Greco on at second base. Zarecki the batter. The pitch. Another ball, 2-0.
Remember, with one out, you've got first base open. You can easily then keep your corners in and then move your middle back for the double play if he goes on.
Infield in. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1. The infielder's now on the edge of the infield grass. So if the ball is hit right at them, they'll come home to prevent that lead run from scoring.
And you can see Lynch hasn't given him anything to hit.
Ripped down the left field line. Over the head of the left fielder. 2 runs will score. And Zarecki is at second base with a stand-up double, and it's a 4-2 lead for Canisius. Tom Zarecki ripped one into left field, and the Marauders take a 4-2 lead.
Was a curveball that you saw kind of hung up there, and you wonder again, is that wind coming into effect? That curveball kind of hung up there a little too long. Multiple curveballs in a row as you got a chance to where he really saw it, and that time he unloaded on that one, gets it out to left field, out to the corner right there, and that's a big double for his team.
And that might be the end of Lynch's afternoon on the mound. We have got a meeting on the mound. See if we get the call to the bullpen.
Yep, I think you are. Look, and it's exactly who I thought it was that was warming up. Here's Colbert coming in right here.
So another right-hander.
So you're going to just see Lynch go to second base.
I was just going to say, so Colbert comes into pinch, Lynch goes to second, and Canisius will try to get out of this inning without any further damage. 1 out and 2 runs in. Started with a base hit by Casarza. Wigan grounded out to second baseman. Greco got a base hit, a double, putting runners at second and third, and Zarecki drove them both in with a line shot down the left field line. So it's 4-2 St. Joe's with 1 out here in the top half of the 5th inning. So the home team, Canisius, has a little bit of work to do when they come back to get their chance to swing the bats. But first, they've got to get out of this inning. Still have a runner at second with just 1 away.
You know, I got a chance to talk to Coach Sanacito a little bit too, and he's definitely saying his senior Jacob Leduca has been hitting great and playing a standout shortstop for him this season. We've seen him do that already in this game. He has made some great plays over at shortstop. Senior Vincent Morrow, who we've seen already come up big, played his first game of the season yesterday. First game of the season, has a home run and a double right off the bat, right? We also saw him have the triple in this one.
Yes.
If I'm correct earlier there. And then you've seen Tommy Lynch already having an impact on the mound, and Blaze Colbert, his other pitcher, who's having a big impact both offensively and on the mound. So both his guys, he talked about pitching, he's going to get some time in this game.
Brendan Buccello is the batter. He'll be the first batter that Blaze Colbert faces. Colbert with a K. Kolbert. He'll work out of the stretch with Zarecki on at second. Buccello, 1 for 2 on the day. The pitch. In there for a strike. 0-1. Colbert looks in to the sign from Hodel. The pitch. Popped up on the infield. Grabbed by Morrow for the second out. Little pop-up there in fair territory. And Morrow makes the put-out. 2 away. And that'll bring up right fielder Jeremy Connor. Jeremy Connor with a base hit and flew out to the right fielder, so he's 1 for 2 on the day. Two down, 4-2. St. Joe's in the top of the fifth. They lead Canisius. Colbert winds it up and fires. Lined into left field. It'll drop for a base hit. Here comes the run to the plate. The throw, the slide, the tag, and he's out at the plate. Great throw and tag. Drew Podless the throw, Justin Hodel the tag, and the inning is over. Wow, what a play.
Hodel, what a job right there as he dives to be able to block the plate and stop that hand from getting in there. What a great job by your catcher right there to make a big play. And you saw they were going to score him right from the minute time that was hit. But give Podless credit as Podless throws that one down. And you saw then his catcher makes a big play. Boy, what a way to finish that inning off right there.
Yes, sir. So for St. Joe's in the top half of the fifth, 2 runs, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, and 1 man left on base. At the end of 4.5, it's St. Joe's 4 and Canisius 2. You're watching high school baseball on Western New York Athletics.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being, our passion.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Top half of the batting order for Canisius as they trail 4-2 in the bottom of the fifth. Victor Mazzara, Jacob Leduca, and Vince Morrow. The first 3 batters will face Anthony Greco, who's gone all the way for St. Joe's. 4-2 Marauders. They got 2 in the top of the fifth, and the inning ended on a spectacular play at the plate.
Like I said, Hodel does a great job of making that play, and it doesn't even happen without the throw of Podless, right? Nice, strong throw by Podless.
Just outstanding defensive play. That'll be one that, if you want to watch highlights, that'd be one I'd go watch. Mazzara, the batter. They'll wind up in the pitch. Line drive into left field, but it's right at the left fielder, Sean Deacon. 1 pitch and 1 out for Greco here in the top half of the fifth. Hit hard, but the old right at him ball, and there's 1 away. Bring up Jacob Leduca, is 0 for 2 on the day. Called out on strikes, bounced out to the second baseman. Canisius now trailing by 2. Greco winds and fires. In there for a strike on the outside corner, nothing in 1. And now you can hear the wind. You can hear the breeze, and you can hear our papers flapping in the breeze. Here's the strike 1 pitch to Leduca. Down low, and the count evens at 1-1. Tom, any further news on a schedule for Western New York Athletics this week, or is it still being worked on?
No, it's still being worked on. We're again, we had to get some. We had to see what we were doing about some of the equipment that we're going to need, especially because we're going to try to do a couple camera views. Some of the places we're going to need to do games, we need to have that shot behind home plate so we get the pitcher, catcher, and the hitter all in one. We're working on some equipment right now, so we're going to finalize that before we really release what the schedule is going to be.
Ball is up high. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Curveball and a beauty for a strike, and the count evens at 2-2 on Leduca. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th, St. Joe's up 4-2. The windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He struck him out, and just like that, they're 2 away in the bottom of the 5th.
Boy, Greco seems to be almost getting a little stronger right now as this game has gone on.
That was his 7th strikeout of the ball game by my very unofficial count. Vince Morrow, 2 for 2 on the day, a single and a triple. Now the batter for Canisius. As Tom mentioned, he's headed to Niagara University to play baseball. Pitch is on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Tall right-handed batter. Feet about shoulder width apart. Wearing the batting gloves on both hands. The pitch. Outside. Ball 1.
And still, we don't see anybody warming up in the bullpen right now. So, I mean, it's still his game to have.
Greco fires. That's a ball, 2-1. Morrow recently returned to the lineup from a bout with mononucleosis. His dad told me that before the game.
There you go, which is why you saw. And what did he do? He comes out, and he's crushed the ball since he's come out.
And there's a bouncing ball toward the shortstop, cut off by the third baseman, bobbled, throws not in time. Brendan Buccello couldn't quite hang on to the ball. It was another one of those hit on the grass going toward the shortstop. Buccello ranged to his left, picked it up, dropped it, threw over to first, and it was not in time to get Morrow. I'm going to call that one E5. And it'll bring up Blaze Colbert, now pitching for Canisius. So 2 outs and a runner on at first. St. Joe's up 4-2. Morrow gets his lead. Foul back out of play, 0-1. As a symbol of normalcy returns to America, we got baseball in the spring. It was odd having football, but now we've got baseball, softball, lacrosse, and the other spring sports. Checks his swing, takes a ball, 2-1. Colbert throws right-handed, bats left-handed. Morrow getting his lead from first. 2 down, bottom of the 5th, 4-2 St. Joe's. Tying run at the plate. Up high for a ball.
Looks like Wednesday, New York State is going to adopt the same guidelines as the CDC has released as far as masks are concerned. So we'll see how that has a play at the different stadiums or the different outdoor that we've been to.
Throw over to first. Morrow dives back safely.
I'll tell you, I was at Franklinville, Ellicottville for the football game, the sectional championships, the Class D. And I'm going to tell you, I've not seen a crowd like this. They were sitting shoulder to shoulder in the entire stands. The fences were all lined. It felt like a normal game.
There's a curveball that stays up a little bit high, and the count is full. Well, that had to be a sight for sore eyes.
Oh, and everyone screaming and chanting. It was like I really felt like the first normal game we had really been to and covered this season.
Morrow leads from first. Here's the pitch. Up high, ball 4, he walked him. And Canisius has 2 on with 2 out. The batter is Tommy Lynch. Tommy, safe on an error, scored a run in the second. Grounded out to the shortstop in the third. And he was the starting pitcher in this game and moved to second base in the last inning.
So I apologize. The bullpen is warming up for St. Joe's. They're just not using the bullpen. See them out in the grass over here?
Well, I don't know why they're not using the bullpen. It's there to be used.
So they're actually in the grass, which is why we didn't see them off here.
2 outs, 2 on. Lynch the batter. And now the pitcher, Greco, steps off the rubber and calls timeout. It'll have a visit with catcher Tom Zarecki.
So you wonder if this is the last hitter for Greco right here, right? He gets the out. He gets out of this. If he doesn't, I think you're going to see Coach Nasca go over to the bullpen over here.
And right now we're unable to see the number on whoever that is warming up. It's through a fence and
bleachers and everything else. We're lucky we kind of caught the top of his torso up just to be able to see that he was even over there warming up.
The pitch. Breaking ball and a beauty in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. So, 2 down, 2 on. Bottom of the 5th, St. Joe's up 4-2. Lead run at the plate, the pitch. Another beautiful curveball for a strike, 0-2. So, Lynch taps the end of the bat on home plate. Greco looks in for the sign from Zaracki.
I think you're going to see another breaking ball right here.
Morrow and Colbert lead from first and second. The pitch. Chop toward the shortstop. Long throw to first is, he can't hang on to the ball. Everybody's safe. Joey Haynes picked it up, threw to first. Griffin Snyder backhanded it, but couldn't hang on to it. And that'll go as an infield hit. Tough chance there. I don't think they'd give him an error on that one.
No, Haynes had to do everything to get that ball off. It was skipped high in the air, as you saw that. He did not have a lot of time to make that play. Uses that arm strength that he's got to even make that a play right there. Almost comes up with a spectacular play.
And Snyder couldn't quite hang on to it. Tried to backhand it and couldn't come up with it cleanly. So the bases are loaded. 2 down. And the batter is Justin Hodel at a base hit and an RBI in the second. It was called out on strikes in the 4th. So St. Joe's hanging on to a 4-2 lead. Bases loaded, 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. And we'll see if Coach Nasca is going to make a pitching change or not.
No, it looks like they're going to go out to the bullpen right now to throw is where they're going. And I caught who it was. It is number 22, Eric Swinsicki is who it is. Going in to warm up right now for St. Joe's.
So Greco gets a chance to work his way out of this. Bases loaded, 2 down. Justin Hodel, the catcher, is the batter. The pitch. Outside, ball 1. No place to put him. Greco steps off the rubber, walks toward the back of the mound, now comes back, steps on the rubber, looks into the catcher for the sign. The pitch down low, ball 2, 2-0. So Greco falls behind Hodel. And Hodel most likely will be aggressive here with a 2-0 count.
Oh, you're looking fastball right at the belt is what he's looking for right here.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Big rip at a fastball, and the count goes to 2-1.
What you can see here, you're seeing more of the higher strike called than you are seeing that lower strike at the knees called. So something that you've got to adapt to as a hitter as well as a pitcher out there.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out, bases loaded, bottom of the 5th, 4-2 St. Joe's. The pitch up high, ball 3, 3-1.
Nowhere to put him right now, so this is, you're getting challenged. Hodel is looking dead red fastball is what he's looking at.
Runners lead off of first, second, and third. Outfield straight away. Infield at double play depth. High fly ball down the left field line. That could be trouble. If it drops, and it's a fair ball. The game is tied. Runners at first and second, 2 down, and Hodel delivers a 2-out, 2-run single.
Hodel's been the man today. I'll tell you that. This is his 3rd RBI of the game. He's come up twice big in this game.
That is the art of hitting the ball where the defense isn't. Perfectly placed. And I mean, just perfectly placed.
It's the whole thing is put the ball into play and make something happen is exactly what it is. Don't look at him. And that's exactly what he did. He puts the ball in the play, makes something happen, put it where it ain't. And then now we've got first and second, a tie ball game, and a chance for Canisius to take the lead.
Christian Cabrera, the batter. Lynch is still out there. Line drive right at the shortstop, and Joey Haynes catches it to end the inning. But what an inning. They get 2 runs on 4 hits. There was 1 error and 2 men left on base at the end of 5 complete. It is St. Joe's 4 and Canisius 4. You're watching high school baseball on Western New York Athletics.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
Top half of the 6th inning. St. Joe's 4, Canisius 4. Joey Haynes, Griffin Snyder, Sean Deacon scheduled to face Blaze Colbert here in the top half of the 6th inning. So,
listen, we asked for a rivalry game. We asked for a good game. We've asked for the big guys to step up. It's happened today. It's everything we've asked for.
Coach Paul Nasco making the slow walk down to the third base coaching box for St. Joe's. Haynes stepping out and taking a couple of practice cuts as he gets set to face Colbert for the first time today. So Canisius with 2 huge runs in the bottom half of the 5th inning on a huge hit by catcher Justin Hodel, just dropping one in down the left field line to allow 2 runs to score and tie the game. Here's Colbert winding up and firing. And that's a ball down low to Haynes, 1-0.
No doubt making those guys over at West Seneca proud, too. Like I said, his dad is the JV coach, and his summer coach is Jeff Helmbrook.
There's a foul back coming up a little bit to our right. Count goes to 1-1.
So no doubt making those guys at West Seneca watch this game and have something big in this game, too.
Colbert into the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line drive off the pitcher's glove. Colbert picks it up, underhands it to first in time for the out. Great play by Colbert to stay composed, knock the ball down, and flip it to D'Amico for the out. So 1-3 on the putout. That's
still a great poke there by Joey right there. He does a great job of smacking that hard. Up the middle is where you want your ball to go. Is exactly what he did. Unfortunately, the pitcher gets a glove on it right there and knocks it down.
Griffin Snyder, the batter. 1 out, nobody on, top half of the 6th. Bouncing ball toward the shortstop, Leduca. Gobbles it up, fires to first just in time for the out. 2 up, 2 down quickly here in the top of the 6th for the Marauders. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Sean Deacon.
This is exactly what you want your pitcher to come out do after you have a big inning, right? Quick inning, quick outs, throw strikes. He's doing exactly what Canisius needs him to do, especially after they answer the way they did last inning.
And we've seen a couple of times in this game where the 2 quick outs and then strange things starting to happen. Here's the windup and the pitch. Outside and low, 1-0 on Sean Deacon, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to the center fielder and was struck out swinging back in the 4th inning.
And it's been on an error almost every single time that's led to some of this.
And pitches ball 2 outside, 2-0. Or, worst of all, a base on balls.
Yep. And what you've seen is you see that play, and then all of a sudden somebody capitalizes on it, a big hit right after it happens.
Ball 3 is high and outside. 3 straight balls now from Colbert. Last thing he wants to do is give anyone a free pass. Wind up in the pitch. Outside, ball 4, he walked him. So 2 quick outs, and then a base on balls will bring us back to the top of the order in Chris Casarza. Casarza walked and was picked off in the first, grounded out in the third, got a base hit and scored in the 5th. 2 outs, runner on at first in the top of the 6th. Tie ball game at 4 here at Sal Magley Stadium on just a perfect day for baseball, despite a little bit of a breeze. If the sun is shining brightly and we've got an umbrella in the outfield down the right field line. That's how much sunshine there is here today.
I'll tell you, you just walked the 9 batter to get back to the top of the order. That's not something you want to make sure this doesn't hurt you right here.
The pitch. Ball 1. 5 straight balls.
And you can see not giving him that low pitch. We talked about he's giving you the higher strike. He's not giving you that low one down in the knees. Got to adjust to that.
1-0. Throw over to first. And not in time. He's back safely with a dive.
Good pick by D'Amico right there. We already saw what happens. You get that by the first baseman, and that runner's standing on third. There's too much room out there past the first baseman.
The pitch. Runner goes. Throw down to second. The slide, the tag, and he's in there safely with a stolen base. Close play at second, but Deacon steals the bag. Runner on second, nobody out. Now with a base hit, Canisius, St. Joe's can retake the lead.
Bang, bang play right there. Hodel does a great job. Great throw right there. Deacon gets a great jump to get that stolen base.
And Casarza will call timeout and step out of the batter's box, take a practice cut or two, and tap the end of the bat on home plate as he steps back into the box. Deacon leads from second. The pitch to the plate. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 1-1.
What do we say? A walk, right? Then a stolen base. Now you got a runner in scoring position.
The pitch. Up high, ball 2, 2-1. My friend Ed Kilgore, a former Channel 2 sports director, big baseball guy like us. He pitched at the University of Missouri. He said his pitching coach always told him a walk is a half a run.
And I get that.
Yeah,
I really do.
Me too. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike, and the count evens at 2-2. Back in the day when Ed and I could, before Channel 2 at a 10 o'clock show, we'd go down and watch the Bisons play from like 7 until 9 and then come back and get the late shows on. Those were fun times. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball up high. That's ball 4, and we have runners at first and second with 2 down. And the batter is Tristan Wigan, the second baseman, with a chance to do some serious damage. So Colbert back-to-back walks here in the 6th.
And now, go to by 7 o'clock, we're going to be able to get a chance to see the Blue Jays play around here.
Oh, that's outstanding. What a great thrill. I hope everyone is able to take advantage of that opportunity.
And especially, it's not going to be long. The minute they open that border, they're back in Toronto. So this is not going to be a long window here.
Breaking ball stays up high, 1-0 to Wigan. And that's a good, young, exciting team to watch play the Blue Jays. Got a great young talent, Mark Shapiro and Ross Atkins. A tip of the cap to them for putting together an outstanding team. Here's the pitch. Ball 2-0. Huddle thought about throwing down to second.
Yeah, I think Hodel wanted to. If he had a player right there, I think he was going for that one.
2-0 to the batter Wigan. Runners at first and second, tied at 4 in the top of the 6th. Colbert works out of the stretch. And we get a timeout.
He called the balk.
Called the balk. So runners go to second and third. So a balk, and the runners move up. So, boy, Colbert's the inning got off to a great start, and he's had a tough inning since then. And that may be it for him.
No, I think he's just going out and talking to his pitcher a little bit. Calm him down, talk to him about what happened. I don't think he's pulling him or anything like that. I think this is just let me calm my pitcher down, right? I got 2 outs. I got runners at second and third. You got a pitcher there right now that doesn't understand really that he doesn't believe he balked out there. So what he wants to do is, hey, let's calm down. Let's talk about it. Let's get your head right. You got right now a batter you got to focus on. These runners mean nothing right now. You put the ground ball into play, we get ourselves an out. Fly ball, we get ourselves an out, and we get out of this inning, no run scored.
I don't think any pitcher who balked ever believed they actually committed a balk.
Well, and I get that too.
You know, well, anyway, the balk puts runners at second and third. 2 down. Tristan Wigan, the batter, looking for his first hit of the day. Grounded out to the shortstop. Was robbed on a great play by Morrow over at third. And was retired by the first baseman his last time up. Wigan, the pitch. Down low. Believe that's ball 3. 3-0.
You got an open base, though. That's the other thing that coach is telling you. You don't need to give him anything to hit. Not a thing, because you've got an open base right now. You don't have to put one right over the meat of the plate.
The pitch. There's a strike. 3-1. On deck batter is Anthony Greco, and he's done some damage today.
Yeah, that double that fit into the gap right there. 2 ground balls before then found an open spot.
No pitch. Down low, ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Greco.
Getting over 700 right now in conference play. And now this is the kid. Listen, if you want somebody to bat, you got him right now. You got your guy.
True. Bases loaded, 2 down, tied at 4. We're in the top half of the 6th inning. Canisius and St. Joe's all tied up. Greco with a chance to change that, facing Blaze Colbert. Here's the pitch. Up high, ball 1. Control has been an issue for Colbert. Boy, this inning got off to a great start. 2 quick outs, and since then, it's like he's lost the strike zone a little bit here. 1-0 on Lynch. Batting left-handed, waving that lumber back and forth. The windup in the pitch. Ball 2 is up high. No place to put him. 2-0. And now it gets even tougher for Colbert.
Greco's sitting dead red fastball over the plate. It's what he's looking for right now. Hit something to drive is what he's looking for. Something belt high to drive.
The windup and the 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike. 2-1. The windup by Colbert and the 2-1 pitch. Foul back out of play, and the count goes to 2-2. And now the runners will be off with the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, tied at 4, top half of the 6th, bases loaded with 2 down, and a 2-2 count on the batter, Anthony Greco. Blaze Colbert on the mound, trying to work out of a jam.
Colbert is like that curveball. I think you're going to see a curveball right here.
The windup and the pitch. Curveball stays up high, and the count goes 3-2. It's a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2, bases loaded, 2 outs. You know what's coming, right? Batter knows what's coming. You better sit and look for that fastball right now.
Colbert winds it up. There go the runners. The pitch. Up high, ball 4. He walked him. And St. Joe's takes a 5-4 lead on a bases-loaded walk.
So you saw right there, when you've got 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, your runners are in running position. They're going because they're trying to take away the force play out of the game right now, so that you've got to right now, especially if you hit it to short or third, they've got to go across the diamond. They don't have that real easy play right at a bag.
Batter now is Tom Zarecki. He's been hit by a Paceman on base all 3 times. 2-run double and a couple of RBIs. Chopper, slow roller toward the shortstop. Picked up by Leduca, throws to first in time for the out, and that'll retire the side. Nice play there on both ends, but unfortunately for Canisius, St. Joe's gets 1 run with 2 or 3 walks and a hit or two. It was quite an inning. Got off to a great start. Anyway, the important thing is after 5.5, it's St. Joe's 5, Canisius 4, and you're watching high school baseball on Western New York's Athletics.
WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
We have a pitching change for St. Joe's. Eric Swianecki, a right-hander, comes into the game, taking over for Anthony Greco, and he will face Gavin D'Amico, Drew Podlis, and Victor Mazzara. The first 3 batters here in the bottom of the 6th, with St. Joe's leading this one 5-4. The Marauders getting a run on a bases-loaded walk in the top half of the inning. And there's more activity down the right field line in the St. Joe's bullpen. Can't see who it is, but there's another pitcher getting set to start warming up. So here we go with the bottom half of the 6th inning. Gavin D'Amico, 1 for 2 on the day with a base hit. He was struck out swinging way back in the 2nd inning. 5-4 St. Joe's.
Swinsicki, just found out.
Swinsicki, yep. Okay. Swinsicki is the new pitcher. And I think there's someone else warming up down in the St. Joe's bullpen too. Swinsicki gets ready to pitch to the leadoff batter here in the inning. That would be D'Amico, and here's the pitch. Bouncing ball toward the second baseman, Wygant. He bobbles the ball, picks it up, throws to first in time to get him. Great stretch by the first baseman, Griffin Snyder. 1 pitch, 1 out for Swinicki.
Great job, though, staying with it, right? A lot of people then will lose focus, lose the ball, get nervous, makes a great play, stays with it, make sure they don't lose it, and gets the out. Exactly what he needed to do.
Drew Podlis, the left fielder, is the batter. Struck out swinging his last time up. Had a base hit and an RBI and a stolen base way back in the 2nd inning. Swinicki, as he starts to go into the windup, Podlis steps out of the batter's box. No action in the Canisius bullpen, but down the right field line, there's someone throwing for St. Joe's. Swinicki facing Podlis. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 6th. Pitch is down low for a ball.
I said outside. But watch, the third baseman's playing in. We've seen Podlis square to bunt both his at-bats. They know that he can bunt, put this into play, get a hit, which is why you're seeing that third baseman play in right there.
Bucello on the grass at third. The pitch. Swing and a foul tip off the catcher's glove. And strike 1.
But boy, what gems we've seen. 2-1 ball game. The first time these guys play, we're in a 1-run ball game again, 5-4. It's exactly what we asked for. It's why we picked the first game right here, as Monsignor Martin is on full display today in a 5-4 ball game.
Here's the windup and the pitch to Podlis. That's in there for a strike. Count goes to 1-2.
And for those of you watching this out, we're going to have our first ever baseball show where the first half of the hour is going to be baseball, the second's going to be softball. You guys are going to get your time now to be recognized here in Western New York.
Swinecki into the windup. The 1-2 pitch. Outside and low, ball 2, 2-2. Nice stop by Zarecki.
We want to tune in on Thursday nights for that. It's going to be 7:30 on Thursday nights. It'll be on all platforms just like we do the games. It'll be on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. But get a chance to be able to recognize all our players and our standouts that have happened there during the week.
The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Ball is dropped. Throw down to first is in time for the out. And once again, we have 2 quick outs to start an inning. Podless is struck out. Catcher Zarecki picks it up and fires down to Griffin Snyder, and that'll bring up the top of the batting order, Victor Mazzara for Canisius. Canisius trails this one 5-4 with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. 2 outs, nobody on for Mazzara. Swinecki winds it up and fires. On the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. The Marauders would like nothing better than a clean inning. Mazzara 0 for 3 on the day, grounded out to second, grounded out to third, and flew out to left. Swinecki winds it up and fires. High fly ball into shallow center field, but the center fielder with a great running catch. Chris Casarza dives and makes the play to end the inning. 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left at the end of 6 complete. It is St. Joe's 5 and Canisius 4. You are watching high school baseball on Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
Brendan Buccello leads it off for St. Joe's here in the top half of the 7th inning. And he skies one foul down the right field line and out of play, 0-1. The bottom half of the 6th coming to a close on an outstanding play by Chris Casarza, the center fielder, diving to catch that fly ball to end the inning. Here we are in the top of the 7th. Nobody out, nobody on. 5-4 Canisius, or St. Joe's leading Canisius. Ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball and in there for a base hit for Buccello, and he'll stop at first base with a single. Podless out there in left field, getting the throw back in quickly. Great start to the inning for St. Joe's as they would like to add to that 1-run lead. That'll bring up right fielder Jeremy Connor. Last time he was up, hit one into left field, and the runner was thrown out at the plate, and we get a pinch runner for Buccello with Jeremy Connor at the plate. Can you see who the runner is?
That's what I've been trying to see for you. He hasn't turned yet, so as we saw it go, I was watching Coach Nask at home plate to get a chance to see his number, but we'll see if we can pick that up for you.
One out, runner on in first. Jeremy Connor, the batter. Got 2 hits on the day. Pitch is down low for a ball. Nobody out, runner on at first.
I think it's number 1, David Alessi, who just came in.
The pitch. Down low, ball 2. Alessi, the pinch runner for Buccello, who started the inning with a solid single to left. Alessi getting a lead off of first, being held down by Gavin D'Amico. The pitch to the plate. Inside, ball 3. So Colbert, who had some issues with control in the top of the 6th, is behind 3-0 to Jeremy Connor.
If you think about it, it was a walk that really scored that run to take the lead for St. Joe's.
Bases loaded walk. He got the first 2 outs, and then he struggled with his control. There's ball 4, and there's first and second with nobody out. So, and that'll bring up Joey Haynes. First and second, nobody out, top half of the 7th inning. St. Joe's up 1, 5-4 with a chance to do some damage as Joey Haynes had a sacrifice fly and a run batted in the second. Was retired by the second baseman in the 4th and bounced out the pitcher to the first baseman in the 6th. The pitch. He bunts. It's popped up foul coming back our way. 0-1. Not surprised to see a bunt there with nobody out and a 1-run lead.
Nope, trying to get those 2 runners into scoring position right there. And listen, with this high grass, we've already seen anything can happen in this high grass. And I'm going to, like I've said, Haynes has got some wheels, and he can easily leg anything out that he puts down.
0-1 on the batter. The pitch. Bunted foul again down the first baseline. Looked like Canisius had what they call the wheel play on as everybody was in motion.
Yep. What they're doing is the third baseman can stay back on this one. First baseman's charging. The pitcher can cover over to third base side is what happens. So that, because what you want is you've got a possible force play over here, and then you'll have third stays back, short then goes over to second, second comes over to first while the first baseman charges.
0-2 on the batter, Haynes. Runners lead from first and second with nobody out. The windup and the pitch. Popped up, coming back our way, foul and out of play. And the count remains 0-2 as you hear the ball hit the grandstands.
And Russ is saying, stay away from the camera over there. That's what Russ is yelling.
It's our man Russ Battaglia bringing you the pictures of today's game. And who do you think's more concerned about that camera, Russ or Frank?
Oh, Russ.
Yeah,
Russ.
It's Russ's
Russ's
camera.
baby.
it's Russ's camera. I'm sure Russ has insurance. 2 strikes to the batter, Haynes. The pitch. Breaking ball up high and a little outside, and the count goes to 1-2. Buccello started the inning with a base hit. He was pinch run for. That's Alessi at second. Connor at first. He walked. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Haynes. Inside, ball 2, 2-2. Nice stop by Hodel, the catcher.
Right now, good at bat for Haynes, right? We were 0-2. Then fouled one off. Now it's 2-2. He's battling right here in this at bat.
St. Joe's looking to break this one open here. First and second, nobody out. The pitch. Chopped foul at home plate. Count remains 2-2.
Tell you right now, you could even say if you were to pick early, like players of the game, one of your players of the game is coming from Canisius. Hodel's had a game back there behind the dish.
And Morrow's done a good job at the plate. I think he's 3 for 3.
And Hodel's got 3 of the 4 RBIs.
Well, we got a lot of baseball left here, Tom.
Oh, this is the big inning right here.
2-2. Here comes the pitch. Oh,
Ooh.
it hit him up
Ooh.
high. Oh, that had to hurt, and the bases are loaded.
He's okay. He looks like he's okay as he's running down. You're just worried about he gets hit in the head right there.
Yeah, it got him, I think, in the shoulder.
Yeah, it looks like he's moving his shoulder. Anything that's up high makes you concerned.
The bases are loaded with nobody out, and hopefully Haynes is fine. He appears to be.
Coach is going to talk to him right now. I said he gave him the thumbs up. So it looks like Haynes is good. And Coach Santacito is going to come out and talk to his pitcher right now. As we've got no outs, bases loaded.
And when we got action in the Canisius bullpen, there's a right-hander throwing out there.
We got a pinch hitter coming up right now, too.
Looks like Colin Mankey is the pitcher in the bullpen for Canisius.
No, he's the pinch hitter right now.
The pinch hitter is Colin Mankey, and he will bat for Griffin Snyder.
And unfortunately, it's just a little too far to see what number that is out in the bullpen right now.
Oh, that's far for you? Wow. Okay, well, here's our situation. St. Joe's leads this one 5-4. We're in the top half of the 7th inning. The bases are loaded. There is no one out. Colin Mankey is batting for Griffin Snyder. Did Mankey play one of those games we did this summer? The name is quite familiar.
Not that I remember.
All right, well,
not to
mind
say
that.
he didn't. So
okay, all right. Well, Colbert in a jam. Here's the windup and the pitch to Mankey. Inside, ball one. No place to put him here. Colbert has to find the strike zone. Infield in on the edge of the infield grass. They're looking for a ball hit right at him, and hopefully a play at the plate. Here's the pitch to Mankey. Swing and a miss. Strike one, 1-1.
infield playing in on the grass right now. They're looking to get right now to stop that run from scoring. St. Joe's with the pinch runner, so they got speed out there in Alessi.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Foul back our way. Count goes to 1-2. Well, if Colbert can work his way out of this, that'd be in an even bigger escape than the one we saw earlier in the game by Lynch.
Yeah, that was bases loaded, no outs too, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. And all he got away with a sacrifice fly and one run. The windup and the pitch by Colbert. Down low, count evens at 2-2. Mankey, big right-handed batter. Taps the end of the bat on home plate. Waves that lumber back and forth. Colbert is ready. Into the windup. The 2-2 pitch. Lined past the second baseman into right field for a base hit. Here comes one run. Here comes the second run. The throw to the third is not in time. We have runners at first and third with nobody out and 2 runs in. And Canisius now leads this one 7-4. A big 2-run pinch hit single by Colin Mankey. And it's 7-4 Canisius.
And Coach Santacito's going to the bullpen right here. He just called them in.
Well, Alessi and Connor both score. Haynes is at third, and Mankey is on at first, and that'll do it for Blaze Colbert. The control issues did him in today. He had trouble finding home plate, and we'll get a pitching change.
We also have a pinch runner who's going in over at first base. Number 7, Mike Noonan, is going to come into pinch run right here.
So Noonan is on at first. Mankey does his job. And that's Haynes on at third. Which hopefully he's going to have a nice bruise on his shoulder from getting hit by that pitch.
I think this is, 20 that's coming in. Enright is who's coming in right now to pitch. William Enright?
I'm going to go. I can't see his number. Yes, it's number 20. Yes. William Enright, tall right-hander. Line drive just past the diving second baseman, who was Lynch, who started the game as the pitcher for Canisius. Colin Mankey with a hard hit ball past the diving second baseman for a key pinch hit for the St. Joe's Marauders. Go ahead.
It's kind of the first hit that we've seen get through the infield as quick as we did on that one, right? Which shows you how hard that ball was really hit. But again, the infield playing in, and that was a great opportunity for a hard hit to get through. And that is a perfectly placed hit right there by Mankey, and does a great job of now giving his team a 3-run lead.
Well, maybe that was more of a real low-line drive than more of a ground ball. I don't know. I just know I got past him, and for a base hit and 2 runs scored. So Colin Mankey getting the job done in a big fashion to give St. Joe's a little bit of breathing room, and they still have first and third and still nobody out.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, how many times do you see control issues get pitchers into trouble whether it's walks, hit batters. You and I did some AAA Muni baseball games last summer, and we saw that happen numerous times where the games got out of hand because a pitcher just lost a little bit of control.
And I'll tell you, if St. Joe's were to win this game, it looks like they would actually tie for the first place in the Monsignor Martin regular season right now with a win. They still have 2 more games with St. Francis. St. Francis with 2 losses themselves, which means that if they swept St. Joe's, they can easily still get in this too. So a lot still to be determined, but this is a big game right here for St. Joe's.
Sean Deacon, the batter. Left-handed batter, runners at first and third. Infield remains in on the edge of the infield grass. St. Joe's has already scored twice here in the inning. They lead at 7-4. The pitch, runner from first goes. He's in easily. There's no throw. And runners are now at second and third with nobody out. So Deacon with an even more of an RBI opportunity.
So St. Francis has got 2 losses right now. One to Canisius, where they've lost 10-5, and lost to St. Mary's 6-5.
Bouncing ball, stopped by the second baseman. He'll throw to first. He'll look the runners back. D'Amico with the put out.
Wow, a double play. That's big, and the run doesn't score right there. Great job by that second baseman. Great job as Lynch moved over to first base, saw that the runner took off. That's huge right there, Stu.
You know, I was looking to see who the second baseman was, if it was Lynch or Colbert, and I didn't see the play. That's my bad. Well, anyway, a huge double play. Runner still on third with 2 down.
Colbert's now at second. Lynch moved over to first.
That's what I was looking to see, and I took my eye out. Oh, some motorcycle noise outside. So a double play, runner on at third, 2 down. Top of the batting order, Chris Casarza. Huge play by Canisius. See if they can stop the damage here. High fly ball to deep left field. Now it's not as deep as I thought. The left fielder is there. Podless makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. But St. Joe's does some damage. They get 2 runs, 2 walks, a hit batter, a double, and a double play in the inning. So an action-packed inning. And at the end of 6.5, it's St. Joe's 7, Canisius 4. You're watching high school baseball on Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our
Bottom half of the 7th inning. St. Joe's leading this one 7-4. Jacob Leduca starts it off for the Crusaders. The pitch from Anthony Swinecki. Little low and away, 1-0. St. Joe's getting 2 huge runs in the top half of the 7th inning. Could have been worse. There was an outstanding double play, and that hit him. So the lead man is on. Jacob DeLuca is hit by a pitch, and that'll bring to the plate Vince Morrow's 3 for 3 on the day. Single, triple, single. And we'll see what Vince can do here. Tall right-handed hitter headed to Niagara U in the fall to play baseball.
This is the batter you want up, right? You're trying to make something happen right here. Canisius not out of this yet.
Rip down the left field line, just foul. Just out in front of that one a little bit. He jumped all over it. Strike one, 0-1.
Boy, his eyes lit up for that one. You saw he was in attack mode after that. What a great job as he jumps on the first pitch fastball. We talk about it all the time. Your highest percentage at a hitter, first pitch strike is the one you want to go after.
He got all of that one, just got around a little too soon. The pitch. Outside and low. Nice stop by Zaracki. Ball 1-1. St. Joe's leading this one 7-4. Runner on, nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. Canisius trying to rally. The 1-1 pitch to Morrow. Up high, ball 2-1. Well, we'll see if
you don't want another base runner on here, right?
No, that's the tying run to the plate.
Tying run to the plate, exactly.
No, St. Joe's does not want that. We'll see if they have the same kind of control issues that Canisius had. Swinecki fires. Morrow takes down low, 3-1. Well, here's the pitch to head at 3-1.
That's it. He's looking dead red. But you got to remember, they also aren't going to give him the pitch he really wants, too, right? But he's sitting dead red, looking for his pitch right now.
The pitch, up high, ball 4.
No, he called the strike.
Oh, wow, a late call there. And Morrow obviously thought that was ball 4 because he threw the bat away and headed down to first base. So the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Vince Morrow. Vince thought that was a ball. The pitch.
Oh, he called strike 3.
Called strike 3, and Vince is not happy, and he let the home plate umpire know it. 2 pitches that, could be a little controversial there. Thought he had a base on balls. He did not. So the batter now is Blaze Colbert.
We talked about it earlier, Stu. He's calling that high strike. He's not giving the one at the knees. He's calling that high strike at the letters more than he is at the knees.
Colbert, the left-handed batter. Leduca leads from first. The pitch. Chopped foul at home plate. 0-1.
Boy, it feels great. We're in baseball season. Now we're finally getting a chance for the spring sports really to take effect. And it's a great start for us to be able to start in the Monsignor Martin division as 2 rivals go at each other.
Home plate umpire Dan Leslie making that call. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Colbert didn't like that one either. Turned and spun around and looked skyward briefly. Runner on first, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th, 7-4 St. Joe's. Trying to nail this one down. Swinecki out of the stretch. The pitch. He called that one a ball.
Right, that's the pitch. That low pitch, he won't give them. He's given the one up at the letters. But he's been consistent all day with it. He's not called the low one. He's called the high one.
Swinecki checks the runner on at first. That's Leduca. The pitch. Ball in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher, Zaracki. The runner does not have any chance of moving up there. 1 out, runner on first, 7-4 St. Joe's. Bottom of the 7th. Canisius looking for base runners and a chance to tie it up. The pitch. Down low in the dirt, gets past the catcher, and Leduca heads down to second base. Pitch in the dirt there.
Again, run means nothing, right? So you're not concerned with it. You're concerned with outs right now as far as St. Joe's is concerned. You still want the batter. You're still going after that batter right here.
Well, Zarecki's going to go out to the mound and have a quick word with Swinecki. Swinecki came on in the bottom of the 6th and made pretty quick work of the Crusaders. He had a 1-2-3 perfectly clean inning. Got a runner on at second with one down. Pitching to Blaze Colbert. Works out of the stretch, fires. Bouncing ball up the middle. That's a base hit into center field, and that'll score a run. Leduca comes around to score on the base hit by Colbert, so this one isn't over yet. Leduca started the inning getting hit by a pitch. There's an RBI single for Colbert, and we have a 7-5 ball game. The batter now is Tommy Lynch.
And the tying runner right now, the tying run here comes to the plate. Your starting pitcher, boy, I know he'd love to be able to get something on the board here.
So runner on at first with one down. Colbert, Lynch the batter, right-handed batter, the pitch. In there for a strike. The slow hand raise by the home plate umpire. 0-1 to Lynch. Swinecki checks the runner over at first. That's Colbert. And the pitch to Lynch. Outside. Count evens at 1-1. The stretch and the pitch. In there for a strike on the inside corner, and the count goes to 1-2 on Lynch. Lynch scored a run back in the second inning, bounced out to the shortstop in the third, and got a base hit in the fifth. Swinecki checks the runner. Colbert. The pitch to the plate. Down low.
You don't see the bullpen warming up at all for St. Joe's, so they're absolutely, right now, know they got their guy in there.
Inning started with a batter getting hit by a pitch. The pitch up high.
Look at that. It was a breaking ball that didn't break right there. And again, we've seen that wind take effect. And whenever we see that flag take off, it really holds that breaking ball up.
Swinecki out of the stretch. The pitch. High pop-up into foul territory. First baseman coming over near the stands makes the catch. Griffin Snyder puts it away, and there are 2 outs with a runner on at first. Great catch there up against the fence. 2 down, and the last hope for Canisius will be the catcher, Justin Hodel.
I think they made a change over there at first base. I think that was Owen McKendry who made that catch, number 34.
All right, Owen McKendry. Then it was a great catch either way. I think, was it Griffin Manco pinch hit? Well, anyway.
Yeah. I think that's what happened. So Owen McKendry's playing first base.
And there's the pitch. High drive into right center field. Deep, it's going to get between the outfielders. Here comes one run. It's a one-run game. And headed for third is Hodel.
Oh, they're going to try to score him? They're going to try to score him here.
Here he comes. Here comes the throw, the slide, the tag. He's in there safely. The game is all tied up. How about that?
Hodel has been unbelievable today. Unbelievable Hodel is.
So we're tied at 7 with 2 outs and nobody on base. A shot between the right fielder and the center fielder got all the way to the wall, and the Crusaders just kept on running, and they've tied the game at 7 with 2 outs and nobody on now. We got a brand new ball game. How about that? Wow. This game has had everything, and you know what? It's not over, Tom. I told you we're in for a long night.
and listen, you've got – so right now you see you've got St. Joe's trying to gather your team, okay? We still got 2 outs. We got to get out of this one right now. We're seeing right now, look at the bullpens going to get warm up for Canisius. As you see right now, Number 4 is going out there for Canisius. Number 4 is Ryan Lynch, who's going out there right now.
I wonder if that's Tommy Lynch's brother.
Yeah.
I'll bet you it is. Say what grade it is on that roster.
No, yes.
Oh,
it says class, so you can see Ryan's a 2021, Tommy's a 2022.
Possibly.
So it could be older brother, actually.
Well, better now is Christian Cabrera. And he takes a breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1.
I think we got 2 guys warming up over there in the bullpen right now for Canisius.
Swinecki into the windup and the pitch. Down low for a ball.
Wow, I mean, Hodel's had a game here today. Remember the play at the plate, right?
Yes.
He starts off with an RBI single, the double that scored that placed the ball over in left field.
High fly ball down the right field line into foul territory. First baseman giving chase. It's off his glove, and it's just a long foul ball.
A lot of room here, as you said earlier when we started this game, Stu. A lot of room in foul territory, which is why you saw McKendry be able to make that catch for the second out right there because of the room that was there. And you can see he has to run a mile to be able to try to make that play.
So Cabrera, the batter. Swinecki into the windup and the pitch. Chopped slowly on the right field side. Swinecki over, picks it up, flips to the first baseman, and the inning is over. But the Crusaders tie it up. They get 2 runs to tie it, and at the end of 7 complete, we're all tied. St. Joe's 7, Canisius 7. You're watching high school baseball on Western New York Athletics.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Well, we're heading the top half of the 8th inning, all tied up at 7. What a game we've had here. A lot of back and forth, and Canisius with an incredible rally in the bottom half of the 7th inning to tie it up. William Enright will try to get the Crusaders to the bottom of the 8th without any further damage, and he'll face hitters number 2, 3, and 4 scheduled. Tristan Wigan, Anthony Greco, and Tom Zarecki. I don't know about you, Tom, but my score sheet's a mess now.
Hold on, I got to do a score update here. It's softball. Clearance. Bolton, who has now already thrown an 18 strikeout game. Bolton throws a perfect game, 18 Ks in 6 innings.
Wow, good for her. That's awesome.
As Clarence defeats Frontier 12-0.
What a great game. Good for her. Congratulations. That's awesome. A perfect game. The pitch. Down low. Ball 1-0 to Tristan Wigan. Got a hit last time up. 1 for 4 on the day. Was robbed by Morrow back in the 3rd. Ball 2, 2-0. Well, we've seen control issues impact this game in quite an amazing fashion. Tied at 7, top of the 8th. St. Joe's and Canisius, a Monsignor Martin rivalry game. The pitch. That's in there for a strike, and it's 2-1.
So the last 3 games, we got to highlight what's happened in the last 3 games we've done in Western New York after this pitch.
The windup in the pitch. High fly ball into right center field. Going back, and he's not going to get it. It's over Cabrera's head. Wigan is into second with a double to lead off the top half of the 8th inning. So once again, St. Joe's gets the lead man on, and they are threatening.
We do an overtime win. South Park defeats Jamestown in an amazing game, right? We then go Western New York Maritime defeats Iroquois in a double overtime win. Now we have Canisius St. Joe's baseball, and we have an extra inning affair. This has been amazing what we've seen lately.
And it looks like we've got another pitching change. Number 4 coming on to pitch for Canisius as Enright heads to the bench. That is Ryan Lynch, right-hander. And we'll see if he can hold the fort here for the Crusaders.
And I don't see anybody warming up in St. Joe's bullpen, so we're going to see him come out. We should see Swinsicki come out again for another inning.
I wonder if that would change depending on if they get a lead here.
Yeah, good point. But you would think is whether you do that, you'd have somebody starting to do something at this point. You know what I mean?
Yep. Or maybe they, we were watching the game. Maybe they could have warmed up and come in from the.
I keep checking out there. I haven't seen anything yet, but I mean, you're right. Absolutely, something could happen because there is room behind the bleachers here where they could be running out because there is a way through the dugout to come right out through the back. So there could be someone out of sight that we didn't see either.
Well, Wigan starts the top half of the 8th with a double. That'll bring up Anthony Greco to the plate.
Had a big double, had the walk, which actually gave them the 5-4 lead back in earlier in this game.
Well, a lot of guys have some interesting lines in the scorebook. So Ryan Lynch is the pitcher. Second time we've had a Lynch on the mound in this game for Canisius. The shadows of the stadium have not quite reached home plate. They've covered a part of the third base area down the line, but it is not over home plate yet. But if the game continues for much longer, it will cover home plate. So, runner on second, nobody out. Wigan started this 8th inning with a double, and Anthony Greco steps in batting left-handed. Works out of the stretch. The pitch to Greco. Tries to check his swing, but it's a called strike anyway. 0-1 on Greco. Greco is the starting pitcher for St. Joe's. Here's the strike 1 pitch. High pop-up foul down the left side and out of play. 0-2 quickly on Greco. On deck batter is Tom Zarecki. He too has had a big day. 2-run double. Another base hit. Was also hit by a pitch. So 2 strikes on Greco. The pitch. In there on the outside corner for a called strike 3. And there's one away with a runner on second. Big strikeout there for Lynch.
Big curveball, as you see. And again, every time I watch a curveball, I look right at the flag to see what's blowing here. And you can see no blowing right there. Great curveball, and that's exactly how they get the out, first out right there.
Tom Zarecki, the batter now, right-handed hitter. Wigan leading off a second. And now Zarecki will step out of the batter's box as he calls time. Take a practice swing. Zarecki with the wide open stance. Ooh, nice. No, the ball gets in the dirt, and going down to third base is Wigan. Nice stop by Hodel, but he couldn't quite keep it enough of in front of him to pick it up and make a throw. Pitch in the dirt there by Lynch. We have a runner on third with 1 out.
Wigan with great speed, got a great jump on that one, read the ball real well.
Here's the ball one pitch to Zarecki. Infield in now. There's a strike. Count evens at 1-1. Infield in on the edge of the infield grass. Lynch goes into the stretch. The pitch to Zarecki. Little bit outside, 2-1. Wigan off at third. Started the inning with a double. The pitch. In there for a strike. Another curve on the outside corner. Wigan doubled. Greco struck out. Zarecki the batter. Wigan moved to third on a pitch in the dirt. Ryan Lynch, the stretch. And the pitch. Ooh, he called that a ball. That was the high strike. Seemed like he's been calling most of the day. That's a ball, and it's 2-2.
When you see a batter sometimes bend right there, a lot of umpires will do that, will punch you out for that. And he didn't on that one, especially because he's been calling that high strike.
A knee buckler. The 2-2 pitch. High fly ball down the right field line, and it will be caught by the right fielder.
Ooh,
and
what a throw.
He's not coming. That's a great throw.
What a throw right there.
Yeah, Vince Mazzara fired a strike, and it's a good thing Wigan didn't come, because I don't think he'd have been safe.
He threw a bullet right there as he was on the run in foul territory, throws a bullet right there and stops that run from scoring. I'll tell you, in most cases, a guy on a run that far into foul territory, you're scoring on that. That should have been a play you take a lead. But a gun there by Mazzara would be able to keep this one tied.
Batter now is number 17, Max Stanger. His first at bat. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 0-1.
Max is a kid that's known for his pitching. He's part of this deep pitching staff here at St. Joe's. He is a young arm that can throw. I've seen him throw already at mid-80s right now, throwing the ball.
Swing and a miss, strike two. Chance to do some serious damage here. But he's in a hole, 0-2 with Wigan on at third. And just a crowd-buzzing throw by the right fielder, Mazzara, keeping that runner at third. 2 down, runner on at third. 0-2 to Stanger. Ryan Lynch winds it up. From the stretch, he fires. Line down the right field line, foul. And Stanger stays alive.
Wow, we've seen everything in this game. That's the second throw we've seen, too, by an outfielder that was big. Was we saw earlier when Podless throws one down to Hodel to be able to stop a run from scoring. Yeah, Think about that now. Right? We're not in extra innings if that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, Podless threw him out at the plate, and fortunately for St. Joe's and Wigan's, he didn't try to score that time.
And Wigan's got wheels to boot.
Making it all the more amazing. Here's the pitch. Chopped in front of home plate.
It's a foul
ball. But they all kept on running as they should.
Yep. But that went off his leg. There's no doubt that went off his leg. Yeah, you saw it from here. It went off his leg.
And he called it right away, too, of course. So, but, to Stanger's credit, to Wigan's credit, and to Lynch's credit, they all kept on playing and played out the play. So 1-2 on Stanger, his first at bat of the game. Wigan's down at third, 2 down, game tied at 7 in the top half of the 8th inning. Ryan Lynch from the stretch. The pitch to Stanger. High pop-up. That could drop into short right field, and it does. A base hit. And Wigan scores to give Canisius an 8-7 lead. Max Stanger drops a base hit in, and Wigan scores. It's 8-7 in favor of St. Joe's.
How about the pinch hitting for St. Joe's today, right, that you've seen? We've already seen, we saw earlier, Mankey comes in with a big hit, pinch hits, and now you see Stanger comes in with a pinch hit. Both big shots to come in to help this St. Joe's team.
Better now is Jeremy Connor. Runner on first, 2 down, 8-7 in favor of St. Joe's. Max Stanger, the big pinch hit to give them the lead. The pitch. In the dirt, ball 1-0. Second baseman Colbert ranged back, tried to haul that one in and just couldn't get there. Another perfectly placed ball. The pitch. Down low, ball 2-0.
And a scoring update coming from Maryvale as Maryvale wins 8-1 in a win over Tonawanda. Carson Harper pitches 6 innings with six strikeouts and allowed only 1 hit.
Another outstanding performance, but that perfect game, the story of the day, bouncing ball toward the third baseman. Morrow to second for the force out to end the inning, but St. Joe's gets a run, and they lead it 8-7 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. You're watching high school baseball on Western New York Athletics.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
Here we go with the bottom half of the 8th inning. St. Joe's leading this one 8-7. We've seen just about everything. What's left? My goodness, what a game. Gavin D'Amico leads it off against Eric Swinecki. Pitches in there for a strike, 0-1. So it'll be D'Amico, Podless, and Mazzara to start it off for Canisius here in the bottom of the 8th. A back and forth game that has us in extra innings. The pitch. High chopper down the third baseline. Stanger has it, fires to first, gets past McKendry, and on to second base will go D'Amico. So I would imagine they would score that a base hit and an error because that was very slowly hit. Either way, there's a runner on second base with nobody out. So here we go again, Tom.
Well, remember, didn't really have any. He really hasn't warmed up much since he's come into the game in the bottom of the 8th. First one's hit to him, throw is a little bit off. It looked like there, and now you've got. And we talked about that real big backstop. So you're lucky at this point that it's not a runner standing on third base at this point.
True.
So, but you've got now your runner in scoring position. You're looking to try to tie this one up.
Well, Drew Podless is the batter. He squares around a bunt. Nice stop by the catcher Zarecki on a pitch that was outside for ball 1. 1-0. Podless looking down the third baseline for instructions from the coach, see if they want to keep the bunt on.
And we've seen Podless square around a bunt almost every at-bat at one point.
Swinecki out of the stretch. The pitch. The bunt down the first baseline. And if it stays fair, it's a base hit, and it does. Beautifully done by Drew Podless. He bunts for a base hit, and Canisius has first and third with nobody out. Down by a run. What a perfect bunt.
Stu, we talked about it early in this game. If he gets one down in this grass, it's going to stop, and he has got unbelievable speed that he'll see himself on first base, and he's done exactly that. And now what you'd expect is to see him steal. I mean, I think there's no doubt you're going to see him steal right here to give on runners on second, third to put the winning run right now on second base.
Well, Victor Mazzara, the top of the batting order, is the batter. Runners at first and third, nobody out. St. Joe's up 8-7 in the bottom half of the 8th inning. So we're in extra innings, and this has been an incredible game. Mazzara. There goes the runner to second. There will not be a throw, and the runners are at second and third, and the winning run is on second, just as Coach Prince called it. I'm calling you Coach now.
So, Sal, you got second and third. Infield's going to come in.
Mazzara awaits the pitch. In there for a strike. 0-1. Mazzara didn't like that call.
It's
Saw him
probably
kinda
the
look
first
skyward.
pitch we saw down low that was called the strike. You know, because he's been calling that high strike the whole time.
Runners at second and third. Nobody out for Victor Mazzara. Canisius down 8-7 in the bottom of the 8th inning. A back-and-forth game all day long. Infielders in on the edge of the infield grass. Swinecki out of the stretch. The pitch. High fly ball into center field.
This should tie
It's
it
caught. Here comes the runner from third. And he's in safely, and the runner from second goes to third. One out, runner on third in a tie ball game at 8. So D'Amico scores, Podless heads over to third, and we're all tied up at 8. And the batter now is Jacob Leduca. Tied at 8. My, oh my, what a game. If this is our first baseball game, I can't wait for the rest of the season. My goodness.
And right now, a fly ball is going to win this game.
Yes, sir.
You got unbelievable speed over there at third base right now. A fly ball is easily going to win this.
Well, Jacob Leduca will do what he can to get that run in. And we've got Coach Nasca coming out.
I
and
think he's
instructing his
going
teams.
to
Walk him?
That's what I thought. He's going to bring it in. I thought maybe you were going to walk.
Oh, he wants to bring the outfielders in too a little bit.
So we saw a great game a couple years ago, Grand Island and West Seneca West, just like this, where I watched Coach Helbrick put runners on to get the force and ends up getting out of an inning because of that.
Here's the pitch to Leduca. He squares the bunt. The pitch is outside. Nice stop by Zarecki, and it's 1-0.
Suicide squeeze. That's what they're looking to possibly do right there. Unbelievable to defend. If you lay it down, almost impossible to defend, especially with the speed over here.
That's Podless at third. The pitch. Down low. Ball 2-0. Vince Morrow is on deck. And I'm sure he would like nothing better than to get a chance to win this game.
Walking him.
And down he goes to first base. And we have runners at first and third with one out.
Now, does he walk again? Does he walk him again? He does. He walks him again. This is what we talked about right here. You're going to put the bases loaded so you get the force out at home.
So that will bring up Blaze Colbert, who has played second base and has pitched and is now getting some instructions from his head coach. Bases loaded, one down, tied in the bottom of the 8th. We're tied at 8, so crazy 8s. And Coach Nasca going out to the mound and now bringing all his infielders in. And Canisius will hope to not hit a ball right at one of the infielders. My, oh my, what a game.
So what Coach Nasca is trying to do is force the out at home is what he's trying to do right here, right? And be able to not worry about a ground ball and then possibly scoring, just be able to try to get an out, right? So that's exactly what he's doing. He's forcing the play at home. Some guys would play their middle out, right? In other words, middle deep and try to go for the double play with one out and just play your corners in. Some are going to play the infield in. I will tell you here today, personally, I'd keep the infield in.
So would I.
Because this grass is so slow. I'm not sure you could turn one in this grass because the grass is so slow today. And Coach Nasca is doing exactly that, keeping his infield in. I like this move because I think it'll be too hard to do a double play.
Blaze Colbert is the batter. Bases loaded. One out. Pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. Right-hander Swinecki facing the left-hander Colbert. Got a base hit and an RBI his last time up. Runners lead from first, second, and third. Infielders on the edge of the grass. The pitch. Line drive, base hit, ball game's over. Canisius rallies to win it in the bottom half of the 8th inning. A line drive right up the middle, and Colbert is being mobbed by his teammates along the first base bag. What a ball game. A 9-8 win for the Canisius Crusaders. They come from behind to beat St. Joe's. Wow. A line drive, base hit, no doubt about it. Didn't matter where they were playing because he had a line drive base hit to win it for Canisius. What a game.
What a game. We've seen everything. It's the way to start off the season. Canisius stays in the hunt right now for the Monsignor Martin regular season title. So this has got everything that you've ever asked for in a game. Wow, it's the Monsignor Martin start. We couldn't have asked for anything better than this.
The only thing I can say to any future games is, can you top this? All right. Well, a fabulous game, a great come-from-behind win by Canisius. The final score in 8 innings, Canisius 9, St. Joe's 8. For Russ Battaglia and Tom Prince, I'm Stu Boyer. Thank you for watching. Once again, the final score, Canisius 9, St. Joe's 8. Have a